You're watching WDWNT's Toys for Tots 50-hour marathon show. Our programming will continue shortly. Toys for Tots is a program which distributes toys to children whose parents cannot afford to buy them gifts for Christmas. Visit toys.wdwnt.com to donate. The marathon show will conclude on Sunday, November 28th from 8 p.m. until 11 p.m. with a live auction, and all proceeds going to Toys for Tots. Visit auction.wdwnt.com to place your bids. Thank you so much for watching WDWNT's Toys for Tots 50-hour marathon show. Our programming will continue shortly.
Tonight, we're talking about all the amazing experiences that are coming back to Disney parks around the globe. Churros are back.
Yeah.
Churros are back. Meet and greets with Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
The custodial cast members who don't know where the bathrooms are because they picked up a shift at a different park. They're back. Yes. People and I gave her the D-shirts. They've returned. Main Street Vehicles are back. That's the one they're taking me away in. Discounted fidget spinners at the cash wraps are back. Remember those? Hotel rooms at full rack rate.
Yay!
It's here for that one. At Disneyland Paris, you can put your half-eaten food back on the buffet again.
Yeah!
Yes. At Hong Kong Disneyland, communism is back. You know, it's not that exciting. In 2022, we're bringing back the down escalator at Disney's Contemporary Resort. Yeah. It's coming back. It has a new scene. I think it's Moana. So, also in 2022, we're going to pick up this poor mannequin's pants. In 2022, his pants are going back up. You've read WDW News Today. Now it's time for WDW News Tonight.
Live from WDWNT Celebration near the Walt Disney World Resort, it's the kickoff of WDWNT's 50-hour marathon to benefit Toys for Tots here at WDW News Tonight with Nicholas Cicero and Tom Corliss. Tonight, Man vs. Park, the Kitchen Sink Challenge. Nick draws concept art on mugs. Okay. WDWNT The Match Game. We continue our countdown to the 50 biggest moments in the history of Walt Disney World and more. Now, here's your host, Tom Corliss. Yeah.
Nicholas Cicero, everybody. Hello, I'm Tom Corliss, and I get booed daily, but I still show up to work. Yeah, I'm here. Don't you dare.
It's true.
Dare. I like that we have people at home can't see this. The live chat is on the big screen here in the studio, so I can watch the chat while I'm here. Audio is way overblown, Lauren.
That's great.
She's working on it.
We get feedback in real
working
time.
on it.
This is fantastic.
Our regular audio engineer is not here. Lauren filling in. Thank you, Lauren. Woo. See, Lauren got a woo. There you go. There you go. Nick, how's it going?
Oh, great. Christmas time is here again. It's a festive mood around here. I love it. This is always my official kickoff of the holidays, the big marathon show.
Yeah, this is
Great.
it. This year, thank you for joining us. This is the start of our 50-hour, this year shorter than last year, believe it or not.
Yeah.
50-hour marathon to benefit Toys for Tots, something we've done every year. Last year was Cast Member Pantry, because obviously it was a weird year last year, but now we're getting back to what we've always done, Toys for Tots, which is a great organization that makes sure that underprivileged kids get a toy this holiday season. You could donate again at toys.wdwnt.com. But don't worry if you didn't hear that. We'll mention it 580 times over the next 50 hours. Don't worry, you're going to know. And we're going to give you plenty of reasons to donate during the next 2 hours for sure. We have some, including Nick's mugs. We'll talk about that. talk about that in a bit. But yeah, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. If you're really enjoying this nonsense, you could leave a super chat. Not tonight, though. We want donations. Don't do that tonight. But usually your donations will be used to do things like this. You know, we had a pretty crazy week last week. I don't know if you guys saw the news. We posted that Bob Chapek was not coming to Destination D23 because he was afraid of getting booed. Yeah. Yes. And because of that, Disney gave us an official response, which was, I loved it. I thought it was great. In fact, I loved it so much that, you know, I've looked at the studio, and I'm like, there's a lot of big empty spaces up in the rafters, you know, especially where the atrium is. You can't see it at home, but the big atrium. And I thought we should decorate that with something. So we have a little something. Let's go ahead and do that right now. We got that. We're going to raise it up. Here it goes. We're going to raise the official statement into the rafters. There it is. Your post was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And you've really stooped to a new low by making this up. That's our 2021 one. We've got some other ones we'll hang up at some point. Although I have to share with you at this point. I have to share this at this point. That was not real what you just saw. That was a graphic. There is a real one. And Lauren left it at home. And I was very upset today that Lauren left it at home. Right, Lauren? You left it at home? You sadly, she made this beautiful banner. You have a mic?
Yeah, I have one.
You have a mic? Yeah, you left it at home, right?
Yeah, I left it at home.
You left it at home. You know what has to happen now, right?
What?
We have to, and because this is a charity show, we have to punish you in some way that benefits Toys for Tots.
How?
Okay.
What does
So
that
about
mean?
once a week, I had this, you tell me if you don't want to do it. No pressure, it's just for underprivileged children. No pressure.
Oh yeah, no pressure.
You can always say no.
No pressure.
So every week, Lauren has been going lately. Every week she gets a new tattoo and she comes and shows it off in the office. I thought it'd be funny if people donate a certain amount of money, we make you get a tattoo. And maybe the tattoo is something WDWNT related?
I'm not getting the logo.
You're not getting the logo.
No.
No, we'll be.
It'll be okay. Maxi band, yeah.
No.
Little van going up, yeah.
The van?
Yeah.
I do the
Oh,
van.
you're really short. I have to leave. I don't fit in that frame. I didn't know. I'm sorry, Nick. I didn't know. Not the logo. I'm not going to be that mean. But what about 7?
7.
Yeah, 7. How about? All right. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. If we raise $7,000 for Toys for Tots in the next 2 hours during WDW News tonight, we'll pretend the show's 2 hours and not 2.5 as usual. If we raise $7,000 in the next 2 hours, you have to get a tattoo of 7. It's vague enough, right? You get away with that.
The number
Yeah, I'll
or
do
written
it.
out? Like
Written out or a number? Written out?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Written out.
Yeah, sure.
You'll get a tattoo of 7.
Yeah.
Live on the air.
Will you pay for it?
Huh?
I said, will you pay for it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, then I'll do it. For sure.
Touche. She got me. She's like, you made me do this for charity? No, I'll make you pay for it. So is that the deal? $7,000 in donations and you'll get a 7 tattoo?
Sure, I'll do it.
You have 2 hours. This is a magic man. You have 2 hours. You have 2 hours to raise $7,000 for Toys for Tots. We're watching, and we have people in the back. Watch it, ready to take your call. We don't have a phone line. Toys.wdwnt.com to donate $7,000. We have to do it by the end of news tonight, and we're going to have Lauren get a 7 tattoo.
all right.
That's
Tom,
her
do you want to
fun.
up the stakes? Then if we reach a certain amount, I'll get a 7 with a question mark. And if we reach a certain amount after that, you'll get a yeah 7.
I'm not getting a tattoo. No. No, I'm sorry. No, this is backfired. This is backfired horribly. No. Sabrina, you're fired. Wow.
Show you proposed?
You're the worst people. I swear. No, $7,000 and she gets the 7 tattoo. Everyone else stop. Just stop. There will be enough. I've already suffered, as Jason said, I've already suffered on this program in the past. So I've done my time. We're fine. So that's it. We have 2 hours. Let's do it. Toys.wdwnt.com. And if I haven't incentivized you enough with this, I know Nick's going to be doing something in a little bit that maybe will make you want to donate during the course of this show. We'll bring that up in a few moments. But let's get moving. We have lots of show. And only 50 hours to do it. So we should get moving. And now the news! This is brought to you by the WDW Theater Globe Society. These people just, are they booing me? I should have not. I was going to go to LA. I should have went. So, as you know, obviously the big story for us in the last week is Bob Chapek not showing up at Destination D23. He claimed that he couldn't make it to Destination D23 here in Orlando. So, of course, we were like,
you sit on a throne of lies.
Yeah, so we published a story, and Bob's reaction was... But then he had an idea.
The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. He thought up a lie, and he thought it up quick.
So Bob had a engagement in L.A. They had to be there first. So Jackie Whaler, a really nice woman, called me with an official statement, which we raised into the rafters, not really, but we pretended to. And my response to that was,
I'm going to give you to the count of 10 to get your ugly, yellow, no-good keister off my property.
Yeah. So then I felt the right thing to do is publish that statement on the internet, right? That's the only fair thing to do. And that post went something like this.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Merry Christmas, Bob. I know someone's going to send this your way. Merry Christmas. Next time you'll just show up, right? So I just want to recap that. Bob Chapek, of course, wants Imagineers to move to Orlando. He won't even come here for an hour. For an hour. You know, I heard the actual problem. I know, I got to correct our story. The actual problem was not they didn't want to come. They wanted to put him in one of those Incredibles rooms at the Contemporary, and even he didn't want to sleep there. So he's like, I don't know, I can't make it. I got some things I got to do. Anyway, gotta walk my snail. Somebody, we'll move on. We'll move on, enough of that. Somebody is leaving photographs of penises around Walt Disney World's resort hotels. You heard about this? Someone Yeah, so it's happened, don't all. It's happened at least twice now, and both times it was reported to the police, and at Disney's Art of Animation Resort, a restaurant worker was cleaning the dining room when an employee made the discovery. They lifted up a napkin holder, and there it was. But upon closer inspection, they found that it wasn't that. It was actually just a Polaroid of counter service food from a value resort. What they found. They later figured it's a chicken tender. A similar photo was also left at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. So, of course, Disney, to make profit off it, is selling tickets to it now as the Hoop-de-Doo Polaroid Penis Pic Review. Yes, check it out. I've heard they have the best fried chicken in all of Disney World. You all sit around the picture and you just get into your fried chicken. It's great. I'm joking, though. Of course, both photos were not Polaroids. They were taken with Fujifilm. Fujifilm. You could tell it was Fujifilm because Figment was green in the background of the photos. You could tell. Some people got it. The sheriff's report did not mention if there were any suspects. They don't know. Meanwhile, the Orange County Sheriff's Office kept the photos as evidence, but Bob Chapek, of course, tried to charge them for PhotoPass. Yeah, there you go. A Spirit jersey and Crocs with a 1971 park map of the Magic Kingdom are coming to the Vault collection at Walt Disney World. Word is they'll be more helpful at navigating the park than Disney Genie. Where is that? At Destination D23 this past weekend, a panel was held about Walt Disney World transportation, fittingly named planes, trains, and monorails. It's funny because in the movie, all those things go haywire and don't work, right? That's right. Some of them catch fire. It's very similar. In that, the panelists discussed the past, the present, and the future of some of the resort's most iconic transportation, including the railroad. And when an Imagineer revealed that they recently refurbished Engine 1, they also mentioned that even more surprises are in store when the railroad reopens. You know, at this point, we'd just be surprised if it did. That'd be enough. It's enough. Just bring it back. Also at the presentation, the Imagineers skipped over parking lot trams, even though they were listed physically on the slide that was on the screen. They just ignored it. In fairness, though, the next two items after that was Tom Staggs and Tom Corliss, which are two things Bob also said not to talk about. So, just really hates people named Tom. Really, we really mess with him. Another ramp has been completed for the Magic Kingdom ferry boats, allows guests to go directly to the second level of the vessel. These will be used to separate guests by weight class to make the fights aboard the ferry boats more even. Walter weight and Disney launched a new Funko Pop by Loungefly hat themed to the Enchanted Tiki Room. You know, it's not always easy to get limited edition merchandise like this, but without the eBay resellers anymore, the lines to purchase these keep getting shorter and shorter. Don't laugh too hard about it. You're laughing too hard. That didn't deserve it. The two, shorter and shorter. The two latest pass holder perks at Walt Disney World include an exclusive plastic cup at the Festival of the Holidays and reserved seating for Disney Kite Tails. Yeah, I heard next you can do these things. Yeah, that and they're going to put a PhotoPass photographer out by the parking lot trams. You get a picture in them. It's a 1971 throwback photo op. You hold like a little circular sign that says, "I remember." It says, "I still paid for parking." Disney World has released a golden Jingle Bell sipper, a golden Jingle Bell glow cube, and a golden tree popcorn bucket. They're all based on decorations you'll find at the many Chapek vacation homes around the Florida Keys. They're all based on those. Not in any Disney restaurant interiors, though. That was budget cut this year. Christmas does not exist inside Olivia's. Keep that in mind. She's Mormon, I think. Olivia, I don't know. Olivia was a Jehovah's Witness, I think. She went door to door. It's in the backstory. She went door to door all the houses in Old Key West. Anyway, I guess. That was not the shorter and shorter went by, and we were not okay with the Jehovah's Witness joke. That was where we drew the line. Okay, fine. A guest was caught on video climbing the rockwork just above the track on Radiator Springs Racers in Cars Land. In her defense, she thought it was the Lightning Lane entrance. She's looking if she can find it. See that one deserved. Thank you. Like Mike was asking. Disney is no longer requiring guests entering their 25 remaining Disney stores to wear masks. Also, Disney is no longer requiring their 25 remaining Disney stores to do a damn thing. Who brings us the news every week?
This program and many more are brought to you by WIGS, the WDWNT Interglobe Society. Support WDW you can't find anywhere else, including exclusive post shows for WDW News Tonight, Park Center, and Cosmic Read live each week, exclusive programs Detailed, and our comedy riffing show Ride Rehab Watches, access to our Discord community, and much more, with tiers starting at $2 a month. For more information, visit patreon.com/WDWNT or visit WDWNT.com and click the Patreon link. Join WIGS and unlock even more WDWNT.
Not now, because I can just see people complaining about the audio. throughout the show. Audio issues, yes. Auction doesn't appear to be live yet. Audio keeps cutting out. Audio is really rough. Stop, I'm dying from laughter. Audio, OMG. The music cut out also, so I don't think it's a mic problem. I love that everyone in the chat tries to figure out our technical issues. That's my favorite. Like Jake's not like pulling wires out already and like trying to fix things. People are like, maybe you should do this. It's fine. Come for the puns, stay for the technical difficulties. That's fair. Are we at $7,000 yet? Can I go home? All right. We have a lot of show tonight. Number one, Man vs. Park is back, and we are taking on the kitchen sink at Beaches and Cream. WDWNT, the match game, happening as well this evening. Nick's going to draw on some mugs. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Yeah. And there's something else. What else on tonight?
50
moments. Biggest moments in the history of Walt Disney World. All that and more. We come back tonight, hopefully with audio.
My girl is banging, she's so low maintenance. We go to Disney even with no entertainment. Eat pizza Rizzo, can't keep her off me. A little botulism never hurt nobody. But every now and then when I get paid, I gotta spoil my baby by the front gate. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, we risky like Tony's on a date night. Got that microwave steak and the chicken palm shake marinara on the top two. We'll be doing some intestinal kung fu, bougie like last week's Alfredo. You be clenching them booty cheeks all the way home. Cannoli, ravioli, and the seasonal soup. Woo! That's how we do. Risky like, oh. Risky like, oh. Risky like, oh. Risky like, oh. Don't need no Genie or Lamborghini. She's fine with Italy, booth, linguine. Oh, no. Don't need no cable to keep her stable. Disney Plus and chill is always on the table. The bad. But every now and then by the front gate, I gotta do a little something just to tempt fate. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, we risky like Tony's on a date night. Got that microwave steak and the chicken palm shake marinara on the top two. We'll be doing some intestinal kung fu, bougie like last week's Alfredo. You be clenching them booty cheeks all the way home. Cannoli, ravioli, and the seasonal soup. Woo! That's how we do. Risky like shiny purple walls with Instagrams in them. All them pretty parking lots without the trams in them. All them rides with longer lines with paid fast passes. Yeah, I probably should have bought them pixie dust passes. I don't want to be acrimonious, but we ain't staying for harmonious. Hey, yeah, we risky like Tony's on a date night. Got that microwave steak and the chicken palm shake marinara on the top two. We'll be doing some intestinal kung fu, bougie like last week's Alfredo. You be clenching them booty cheeks all the way home. Cannoli, ravioli, and a seasonal soup. Woo! That's how we do. Risky like.
The Walt Disney World Resort is becoming a more inclusive place, and this year that extends to our holiday celebrations. Beginning December 23rd, an entirely new lineup of seasonal offerings is coming to the Hollywood that never was, but always will be. Disney's Hollywood Studios is proud to present our first annual Festivus celebration. Our Festivus pole can be found on Batuu, right near Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. It's also a functioning lightning rod. At the Theater of the Stars, enjoy a special performance of Tom Corliss's airing of Hollywood Studios' grievances.
I've got a lot of problems with this park, and now you're going to hear about them.
For the feats of strength, watch as eBay resellers try to leave the park with all of their haul without a wagon intended for children to wheel it out in. And now wheelchairs, guys, that's cheating. And of course, witness Festivus, miracles happening around every corner.
Oh my God, I've got a boarding group.
A Festivus for the rest of us, at the park for none of us. Festivus, starting December 23rd, only at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
All right. Welcome back to WDW News Tonight, where we're 27 minutes into 50 hours and already everything's going wrong. Great. We wouldn't expect any less from us. Here we are. What's happening this week on Disney Plus? Watch Hawkeye. It's got to be better than the first 2 episodes of Hawkeye.
Shut up. No
What?
way.
What?
It's
You
really
loved
good.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was bad. We watched it at Destination D23, and I was like, everyone, I don't know what just happened. Was having a flashback to Destination D23. So, actually, those were Polaroids. I don't know what those were. Don't look into it. Yeah. No, we were like, it was really slow start.
Disappointing. No.
Really
okay.
slow start.
I guess I love the characters.
Huh? It's rough.
Yeah, but
It's
WandaVision had a slow start.
I agree with Nick.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I like the comics too, so.
Like WandaVision was slow.
But for the rest of us.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
For the other, for everyone but the 2 of you watching.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That is true.
Did anyone else watch it? Anyone else like it? Hawkeye? No one's seen it yet. The second's definitely better than the first. I agree with that. What'd you say? You didn't know it came out? Yeah.
What's Hawkeye?
I know, but I want to watch the Beatles documentary, and we have a 50-hour marathon, and I can't watch the Beatles documentary. I'm very upset.
Is this on the Genie app? Is that where I get this? I don't
Yes.
know. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
But only if you pay for it.
You have to pay extra.
Yes.
The Beatles are an add-on.
And I can only watch while standing
You
in
pay
a
for each
lightning
Beatle.
lane? Is that how
Each
it goes?
Beatle is an additional purchase.
Okay.
God.
They give you Ringo for free.
Ringo's included with Genie. Genie plus you get the rest of the Beatles. Okay. All right, let's do 50 moments. Here we go.
Do it.
50 big.
It's not going to be on the
I got nervous when I started to see those Polaroids.
I know, yeah. It was a bad week for Polaroids. Bad
Is
week
your mic
for
turned on?
Polaroids. All right,
Turned on.
so joining us on the panel this evening, obviously Nick and myself, Desi and Jason are down there.
Double check it.
Hello,
'cause
with their
they were all turned on.
with their strange gingerbread plush. They're scented. Smell them.
My mic is on.
That smells nice. Yeah.
Okay.
What number
Then
is
we
it?
have what is happening
one.
over here?
My mic doesn't work.
I don't know. Wolf's covering his face.
I can't see.
Sabrina's trying to turn me on, but it doesn't work. I don't know what's wrong.
Okay,
I think it's him and not me.
you're not the first woman to say that to Ashley.
All right,
Wolf,
I'm done. Here's the batteries.
It was the batteries.
I don't know what it is.
Wolf, Sabrina, and Axel are over there. You won't hear them during the show, but they're there. They're here in spirit, like Bob Chapek.
Don't worry, I'll use your microphone. It's okay.
They wanted to be here tonight. They really did.
We get rusty after taking a couple of weeks off, don't we?
No, just you.
Oh.
No, usually we take a couple
mic
weeks
turned
off and you
down.
like have your best show.
Yeah?
And then you get worse as
Oh,
we.
I'm fine today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Did you see where I put them?
It's all you guys.
Can I begin counting down?
Oh, yeah.
What's happening?
What number are we on?
35.
35.
The closing of Horizon.
I don't even remember Horizon.
We're booing. Ooh. On June 24th, 1993, it was announced that General Electric would not renew their sponsorship of Horizons. The sponsorship's expiration occurred on September 30th. Following this, all references to the company were removed, and as time went on, Horizons would begin to have technical issues. Several animatronics were deteriorating, and the ride would frequently break down. And ideas were tossed around about the pavilion being turned into a space-themed pavilion. In fact, Jim Scholl, who we had on Golden Jamboree, was working on that project. The building would have been upgraded and rethemed. The ride system would have changed drastically. In fact, in some plans, there were multiple ride systems in the building. But nonetheless, on January 9th, 1999, Horizons officially closed permanently. It would be another year until they announced the sponsorship from Compaq. Kids, look it up. They're purchased by HP in the during the construction period of Mission Space. But yeah, originally Compaq came in and decided they would do a space pavilion. But Horizons was gone.
Because Mission Space early 2000s.
It's very succinct, thank you.
I was expecting a lot more tears than that.
Like 2003 or 4.
I'm not the Horizons fanboy. I
You weren't-
love Horizons.
You weren't sneaking into it and
I
hopping off the ride
I
vehicle?
was not one of those hooligans.
We weren't eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with Rover the sea lion.
I was not one of those hooligans, no. I loved Horizons. It was great, and I'm very sad that it's gone. But you know, that park is such garbage now anyway. It's like, who cares?
I think I said to someone this, I say it kind of jokingly. I always say, like, I'm going to the worst theme park on earth. It's like Epcot. That's where I'm going. It's because if you grew up, like, I know people love Epcot, and I probably still do love Epcot, but I think we lost so much good stuff in Epcot. And even like the replacement stuff, which wasn't as good, we're like, all right, I'll live with this. And then they took that away from
Like
us.
Ellen's Energy Adventure, I was disappointed, but I was happy that I could still ride that.
See, I like that version better.
Well,
I always liked that better than the old. The old one was real boring.
It was.
Well, sure it was, but the old one had the radar clocks.
They were both great for napping.
So we took my dad. We took my dad to Epcot this week for the first time in 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
And we get in the front gate, and he notices that the tombstones are gone.
Yeah.
And then we get around Spaceship Earth where it's like the land of walls.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Wow." I'm like, "You ain't seen nothing yet." And then we get back to World Showcase, and he's like, "Wow." I'm like, "Yep, this park is trash."
Yeah, where there's just giant screens. There's jumbotrons in the lagoon.
So yeah, closing Horizons is a weird one because I loved that ride growing up, and it's one of my earliest kind of memories as well. Like that ride, I always really remember going on with my family because it always, created that argument of which button to push, where we going, and all that. So that was always fun. So that was like, so it stands out as a family memory. Did I care when it went away? Honestly, no.
It wasn't open most of the
Yeah.
time, right? I
By
mean,
that
was
point,
the thing.
Yeah.
From 93 to 99, it was like, what are you going to,
And then all of a sudden, there's like this, I find out there's just like this big community of fanboys that cry about Horizons every day. And it's like people who didn't even ride the darn thing. So it's really hilarious. But it's one of those rides that I think is looked back on like fonder than it was, probably because we missed the old Epcot.
I mean, it was a great track.
No, it really was. But like, I don't know. I think just with everything else, I mean, we need to move on and new things come in, new technology, new rides, new experiences. But it's weird to have something like this on the list.
Someone in the chat said, please remind me what Horizons was.
Yeah. Well, no, seriously.
Was a ride?
It's
at Epcot.
It had a
Look
lot
at
of
there's
animatronics.
good videos out there. Go watch the video.
You could pick your
after
ending.
the 50 hours.
Right.
Remember there was a group of people that were building a 3-dimensional recreation of it?
Yeah.
And we went to like one of their previews of it at some convention down here?
At the Contemporary.
It was at the Contemporary. They brought it in there.
Horizons Resurrected. Yeah.
Yes, that.
Yeah.
I don't know of any other attraction that had a group of fanboys recreate a 3-dimensional.
Well, now a lot of people are doing it because it's it's in vogue now, right? But at the time, like
at that time,
VR was still
Absolutely.
Yeah, a novelty, yeah.
That was absolutely like cutting edge what they were doing at that point in time.
It was the first one someone had attempted. And
like that was
Horizons,
10, 12 years ago, something like that.
And they sprayed us with orange smell.
They did.
During
Yes,
that part,
they did.
someone just sprayed a can of orange smell. Yeah.
So-
Orange Febreze.
But I mean, that shows you like the dedication some people had to that attraction.
Yeah.
Is this momentous enough to be in the top 50? Was that a moment of
I mean,
change for Epcot?
that's an argument that I've had. These kinds of things is, should the closing of an attraction be a momentous occasion? And I always say no, because I think the attraction itself was momentous. The opening maybe, but I don't. The close, like to me,
it depends on the circumstance. Right? Like Great Movie Ride, I think.
That
there
could
was an interesting
absolutely be.
circumstance there, right? You had 30 days. It was, they didn't even say it on stage. Like it was, and energy was the same day, and it was.
Well, and that's the star attraction of the park too, right? Like that's the attraction that's in the centerpiece of the park.
Yeah, if Spaceship Earth had closed, I think it'd be on
then
this
it
list.
would be on
right?
this list.
But I think
that's
Great
what
Movie
I agree.
Ride, you can also say that started or was right there. Like you could pinpoint that as a time when the park shifted from what it was to whatever the heck it's becoming.
To when Bob Chapek declared war on all Disney
Yeah.
fans. Yeah.
I don't know if Horizon's closing was that shift in Epcot. That's why it should be here. Maybe that was that shift from old Epcot to new Epcot. Is that the dividing line?
I think it means a lot to a lot of people, right? Because Horizons is, like, obviously since then it's been this thing, right? Like as far as the internet fan community is concerned,
It's a big-
Horizons
it's a
has been a
thing.
thing. To the greater world, does it mean anything? I don't think so. Like Figment, obviously, it's still the park mascot. People love that character. Like people still talk about Dreamfinder.
People still
like,
actually
I think,
go on the attraction
I think
for
an
some odd
actual
reason.
cultural impact,
To see the
imagination
sweater.
is here and Horizons is here, right? Like among us, Horizons is important. But I think to like the regular world, I don't think a lot of people remember it. Because it operated from 83 to 93 and then was open like holiday weeks after that. A lot of people didn't see it.
The other thing I think in terms of rides closing and people remembering attractions, you look at some of the Vault collection stuff, like the shirt that Ashley's wearing for Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Yeah.
They didn't come out with any Horizon stuff.
Well, they're just doing Magic Kingdom.
I know, I understand. But I mean, when's the
Next
last time?
October.
Next year.
When? Maybe, we'll see.
Yeah. I think they'll do Horizon. I don't think it meant that much to other people. I think hardcore Disney fans, sure, but I think
It didn't mean anything to us because we were sitting here for 5 minutes just listening.
we didn't even know you had mics.
What is
you
this
have
thing?
mics
Oh,
that work?
yeah. We couldn't hear you.
No,
My
believe
mic works.
Mine does well.
I think the tapestry we hung up there is interfering with the mic.
Is that going to be our tapestry of dreams?
It is a tapestry of dreams currently. Physically there.
No, yeah, I personally don't have anything to say to this conversation.
I didn't
Like,
think that was like the Horizons group over
No,
there.
not at all. Like,
Maybe the next
we
one.
were looking and we were like, yeah.
It is closed.
Hey.
Was that the one with the sea serpent?
Boys that like hopped off the ride and walked around. And I
You
didn't
worked?
know I didn't know that I worked with him until I was listening to Dreamfinders on this channel.
Yeah.
And I was like, you were one of those guys?
Yeah, people did that. It was a thing. All right, number 34. Park hopping is introduced. There he is, the park hopper.
Yeah,
I love
Park
this.
hopper.
Nick, do you remember when you had that job?
Yeah, it was so much fun. It was very breathable.
This thing looks like
It was made of recycled bottles, I believe.
this thing is like Ronald McDonald like melted. What if he was melted? He would get something like that.
What if Ronald McDonald was just a block of cheese? What would that look like? Sir, our tickets aren't yellow. I don't care. He has to be yellow. He's yellow and he looks like what's that? I can't even think of the thing I'm trying to reference. He looks like a raffle.
When did park hopping get introduced? What
1982.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
I
so
don't
they
remember a
started
time
selling
before
tickets that
yeah.
had park hopper.
You mean the year they introduced a park?
Another park? Yeah. I didn't make the list. People at home made the list. I'm just counting it down. So this is important to people that you could, in the same day. I mean, let's think about it. Obviously, the original intention was there was one park, and you go to that park one or multiple days. We introduced a second park, and we probably want you to spend the whole day at that second park. So I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting that even in '82, someone was like, hey, what if people want to start their day at Epcot, and then they get bored? What if they want to go somewhere else? Can we do that? They're like, yeah, sure.
I mean, in all fairness, they had 11 years to check out the Magic Kingdom by itself.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
True.
I hate that I don't know this. Was the monorail connecting to Epcot right away?
The monorail to Epcot opened before Epcot.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a preview thing. You
They
get a
gave
ticket
previews.
to
Yep.
preview
Okay.
ride. You'd ride the monorail. You'd stand like on the platform, right? And you could look out at the construction site.
Yes.
And then you'd ride it back.
Okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
It's like in was that Tiny Toons where they ride the monorail around and then they go home? It's amazing. I love that. It's fantastic. So you have park hopper.
Yeah, I mean, it's important.
I think.
What do you want?
Well, think about it. When during COVID, when we couldn't park out,
Yeah.
people were pissed that they couldn't do it. I mean, it's a thing.
I have to
we
spend
take it
the
for
whole
granted.
day at Hollywood.
Right? Yeah. we take it for granted that we could go to one park, hop to another, and whether we get bored or just plan on jumping around because
I guess the
we'll do
question
multiple
is,
things.
is this like actually momentous, right? Like maybe the fact that they came up with this before Epcot opened and offered it as an option is pretty insightful.
I'm amazed they thought of it because remember,
Right?
this is the first time in the world a resort destination had two theme parks,
Right.
right?
Absolutely.
So it's stunning that it was thought of from inception, right?
And to me, that's what's surprising. I think eventually they would have figured out that people wanted to park hop, right? So
Yeah.
I think the fact that park hopping exists maybe isn't really a big deal.
Well, I think it's tied to the bigger deal of there being two theme parks to go to
That's
within
right,
a short
and that's
amount of
kind of the
distance.
bigger thing is that, not that park hopping was introduced in 1982. How about the fact that Epcot Center opened, right? Like that's the moment. It probably is, right?
Yeah.
But to me, like park hopping's not a big deal.
Well, people didn't say park hopping begins at Epcot, right? Like people just thought that whenever park hopping was introduced, that's important to them. That's got to be one of the most important things in the history of Disney World.
I mean,
to me, it's not.
I mean, honestly, like if they didn't do it right away,
I
could
think-
we just have existed in a world where like your ticket got you into a park a day, and that
I
was
mean,
it.
those tickets exist now,
It existed last year,
right? Like those tickets
All
actually
tickets
didn't
were, yeah.
exist for 20-some years.
Yeah.
Right, like every ticket was a park hopper ticket,
Yeah.
except maybe the one day.
Then it was an option. That's right.
right,
Yeah, you
and then
wanted
it
one.
became an option where they could effectively charge you more for it.
Magic your way.
Magic,
Charging
your way.
our way. It's your way, but we get our way.
So here's my question to this whole park hopping thing. When did the mascot get introduced?
That's Magic Your Way, right?
I believe
That's when he came into existence, I think.
I don't know.
Is he 90s?
Magic Your Way had its own ticket-shaped thing.
The logo.
The
It was
park
also a yellow
hopper
ticket.
guy.
Was he earlier?
He was earlier.
So the park hopper option started.
Called and he wants his shoes back.
Yeah, because park hopper was an add-on. Park hopper was an add-on before Magic Your Way. It was a 90s thing. Yeah.
It was a benefit with a multi-day pass.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think at this point it was separated. Like you could have a multi-day ticket that was not a park hopper at this point. That's why they introduced the character, because it's like we really want people to spend more money.
Was it though? Because like the Epcot opening day 3-day ticket.
This is at a point where there's 3 to 4 theme parks. This guy exists. This is different.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is that this was maybe after studios opened.
No, this is 90s. This is absolutely 90s.
So they wanted to advertise the fact that you could do more than one park in a day.
It was an upgrade. I think at this point it had separated, and now you had to upgrade to park hop.
I don't know that was the case.
I think at the point of MGM, I think that became a thing.
Maybe. I thought that was Magic Your Way where it became a thing.
Yeah, but then you're arguing with me that this mascot is not from the 2000s.
No, he's from the 90s.
Then why did they need him in the 90s?
Because
he is the park hopper ticket. Put him back up. He literally is the park hopper ticket. It's specifically a park hopper ticket. So a park hopper ticket had to exist because that is what he is.
No, I'm saying a park hopper ticket existed from 1982 until the introduction of Magic Your Way.
Did it, or was it just a multi-day?
Does anybody have Google?
We'll figure it out.
We don't have time for this. There's only 49 hours left.
We'll come back to this. We'll figure it out.
No way.
We don't know. Either way, this is on the list. Any other thoughts on park hopper?
No, it should be. It's an important part of a theme park experience.
Yeah.
And so
And I think it's something
cool
that
with it.
we take advantage of, or like with the fact that we have it because we're just so used to having
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That literally, if you think about it, like where else was there like two parks next to each other or semi-close to each other that were owned by the same company that you could literally start in one and then go to the other?
Yeah.
That and it's fun spot.
Fun spot.
Wasn't there like a Gatorland Tupperware multi-day pass? They were right next to each other.
And Xanadu.
And Xanadu House of the Future. Absolutely.
Can you buy one ticket for OBT and just hit them all out one day? The whole strip?
I mean, there was one thing. There was one thing you could get at OBT and then take with you to all those places. How about that? What's number 32? Oh, 33. Sorry. The Years of a Million Dreams. The Year of a Million Dreams was a promotion at the Disneyland and Walt Disney World resorts that began on October 1st, 2006, ran until December 31st, 2008. If you're confused how the Year of a Million Dreams went from October of 2006 to December 2008, you're not alone. Of course, extended past the original deadline. Number one, the original version was also longer than a year. It was 15 months. So it was the 15 months of A Million Dreams. This happened immediately after the happiest celebration on Earth, and it focused on Disney Dream giveaways in which theme park guests could be randomly selected to win one of many prizes, from something as small as a Dream Fast Pass to a night stay in the Cinderella Castle Suite. Of course, also, as far as Walt Disney World was concerned, there were a number of offerings that came on board because of the celebration specifically. Not the attractions. Attractions would have opened regardless during this time, but specifically there was new entertainment, Dream Along with Mickey. They've updated, they took the domes off the Share a Dream Come True Parade and renamed it. And then we had, Jack Sparrow's Pirate Tutorial, Woody's Cowboy Camp. We had High School Musical Pep Rally in Tomorrowland for some reason. Not sure why. That's where it was, and then it moved to studios. Then what was the other one? Let's Have a Ball. That lasted a month because they realized you shouldn't put a stage behind the castle.
I think it was the first time we saw Cinderella's castle suite, the room.
It was built for the event.
Yeah.
Yeah, they finished. It was, of course, supposed to be Walt's family suite, and then it was a phone. What is it? It was what do you call that back then? Switchboard. Thank you. Sorry, I'm not old enough for switchboard.
I used to go and just hang out, trying to like stand near where I saw cast members who looked important.
Yeah.
Hoping that they would pick me, but they never did.
You had to find the Dream Squad, but then even then it was like, oh, I got pins.
It was hard. I mean, I would find the Dream Squad and not, you know.
Yeah.
One time I missed out on something at Epcot because they picked a boat in front of me at Three Caballeros.
Oh.
One time I was at Disney Springs and I ran across the water fountain to get to them, but they had already given everything out. I hated it. I hated that. I had 2 years and 3 months and I never got a thing.
You never got anything?
You never got anything?
No. Nope.
I at least got the junk.
I got like a free ice cream. That was super
I
exciting.
mean, the good thing was it was so easy to trade for the pins and the lanyard that I got them quite readily.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people ended up with those.
Yeah,
But,
I got a Dream Fast Pass. I got the pins. I got the ear hat. That's probably it.
I think what's important about this is that, you know, so the 15th anniversary ticket thing giveaway, what was that called?
I forget the name of the stupid machine,
Yeah. that machine that spit out tickets and gave away things when you went into the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
There was something similar at Disneyland.
Yeah.
And then there was like this. I think we've seen the end of Disney giving away free stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of have a feeling that with the current state of the Disney company, they can't afford to be.
They're not even giving us room discounts. You want free
Frontierland shooting
things,
arcade is free.
Wait. Didn't they just give out Disney Plus hats?
They were gone in like 12 minutes.
Just gave
the hat was a bridge too far. The buttons they had all day. The hat was like, oh, well, look like we gave out hats. We have 500. And then like 5 minutes later, you went back and they're like, nope, we're out of hats.
But see, the other thing is those were paid for by a different division.
That's
of
also
the company,
true.
right?
Yeah.
So
That's
that's
also
just
true.
marketing.
I still think they should carpet the rest of Disneyland. It was so nice, like it just felt good on my ankles to just walk on carpet into the whole front of the park. It's like, you're 1/18 of the way there. Let's just do the rest. And it should just look like, those play mats you buy your kids that have like the city streets and stuff on them? And that's what it should look like. You just make Main Streets just a carpet. It just looks like a road. Be real comfortable. Take your shoes off, walk down the street. It's great. You give people static shocks. Yeah. Pull your mask up.
I mean, this was also a bi-coastal celebration.
Yeah.
Which was not really something they did before.
This was when Disney parks began. The end of the Happiest Celebration on Earth was the official beginning of the branding of Disney parks.
Yep. So I think that's significant.
Yeah.
That's a significant shift.
That was when we got the shared bags.
Right, the crappy merchandise. Yes, absolutely.
Plates were the same, all that stuff that upset us.
So that to me is significant too. It's a cheapening of the experience
Yeah.
and the uniqueness.
One Disney. That was what they called it,
We don't want one Disney. But I mean, so there's a lot of things about this celebration that were sort of unique and for better or for worse, things we haven't really seen since then.
Yeah.
And things that have had a lasting effect, like the One Disney, where we still don't have unique. They put all the really unique gift bags on display at D23, and people love like the balloon ones. You know what I mean? They showed them on the slides. The merch presentation.
Balloon bags. Oh, you mean like the old shopping bag?
Yeah, the shopping bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The shopping bags. Like they put them on display at D23 and talked about them, and we haven't gotten a new one in like.
No, we've had the firework bag for
8 years now, something like that.
No, God, longer than that, right?
Yeah. So I mean, like.
Over a decade.
Somehow D23 knows what people like about the past, but the company refuses to do anything about it.
Yeah, I could really tell they did when they showed us a 10-minute preview of a Will Smith Earth documentary. I could really tell that they understood me as a Disney fan when they told me all about this documentary coming to Disney Plus.
That's the Disney Plus paid advertising portion of the... You forget.
What was that?
Was he at least dressed up as the genie?
He wasn't physically there. No one was physically there.
Come on.
They brought in their 2 YouTube hosts who then told us about the 4 least interesting things coming to Disney Plus.
Stop.
I
like them.
Oh, they're nice people.
Okay,
they still were led to slaughter by the company who was like, the creator of Diary of a Wimpy Kid has agreed to come. No one else is coming.
Yeah.
Oh, Kermit the Frog was there, sorry. But then everyone just sat there the whole time going, he sounds wrong.
Yep. Yep.
So who is Will Smith? Is he the Santa Claus guy? Isn't he the one playing Santa Claus now?
He's the guy, that Universal ride Men in Black? He was in that movie.
I can't with
I just thought he was the Santa Claus in the parade. I thought that was Will Smith.
We have 50 hours. Stop it!
We didn't even make it 1 hour. We didn't make it 1 hour. Good Lord, Axel. Good Lord.
How cool would it be if it was Will Smith?
Just please stop. You have to stop. You have to stop.
Oh
God.
my goodness. So, fun fact, it's not Will Smith, but no, but fun fact For those, for the years of A Million Dreams, they actually did stuff for the cast members as well that were like completely random. So it wasn't
Like
just
paychecks?
for the guests. Still didn't see any during that time period. But, no, but like sometimes I was gonna say I think at one point I was still working over at Kilimanjaro Safaris at that point, or I'd randomly pick up shifts. And like I came into work one day, and we used to have, you could either wait for a bus to take you all the way to the back of the park, or you could take a bike at the time. They got since got rid of the bikes, but we showed up one day, and instead of a bus coming to take you, it was a limo ride. Was there to take you to the back.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, and then they'd come around and they were like, hey, from this time to this time, like go chat over to this place on your break. There's some free food. Or you can go and get like a 5-minute massage. Like they used to like hand out random things that were really nice. Yeah.
That's
that was
even
also
more.
back when they still had like a cast member department.
Yeah.
And like if you had any issues, you could take it to them. And
They started doing it again. They're doing backstage magic. I've seen them post some stuff. They're starting to get back into that stuff now.
And after that, they had turned it into where you could log on and do like backstage magic and like attempt to sign up for it. It was like a raffle. But during the Year of a Million Dreams, it was literally just like you would experience as a guest, where you would walk in and you had no idea, like people would literally just show up, and they were giving away like the castle stay to cast members backstage as well.
Aww.
And people won like cruises and different things like that. I mean, they couldn't get the time off to go. But they would walk into a location and be like, hey, we randomly pulled a name, and they said that they were working today, and we have a 3-day cruise for this cast member. And they'd bring in the ambassadors, and they would present it during their shift. And so they used to do really nice things for the cast members as well during that same time period.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Who was in charge back then? I want them back.
It wasn't Chapek. Yeah.
Anything else about the Year of a Million Dreams?
Right on the cusp there.
Anyone? No? All right, number 32. The end of free Fast Pass.
Oh.
This one's rough. On August 18th, 2021, it was announced that the Fast Pass Plus, and Max Pass would be retired in favor of the new Disney Genie service. At Disney, you could boo. In favor of the new Disney Genie service. At Disneyland and Walt Disney World, which will include premium Genie Plus options for park goers to use the Lightning Lane. Fast Pass, of course, introduced in 1999 at Walt Disney World. I'm sure everyone here has watched the Defunct Land thing. I've seen everyone on Earth mention it. If you want to really see the history of Fast Pass, they spent an hour and 45 minutes. I'm going to spend 3 hours on 20,000 Leagues tomorrow. I'm not spending an hour and 45 minutes on Fast Pass. But yeah, so Fast Pass introduced, and in that documentary, you've heard the story before, the person who created Fast Pass said it's imperative that it be free. And then here we are, in 2021.
Chapek, when he took over, said it's imperative that nothing be free.
Because the original thing was they did all their studies, they ran numbers, and they figured out that on average, people were waiting 25% less in line once Fast Pass was introduced. That was across the board. And obviously it helped people. And I know that people, it evened out, right? So even with the Fast Pass Plus system, like, yeah, people gobbled up Slinky Dog Dash, but they weren't able to also book Rock and Roller Coaster, right? Because it's the same tier. And you got Rock and Roller Coaster, that saved you the 80-minute wait there. Yeah, you waited the 80 minutes over here, but you didn't wait it over here, right?
So instead of waiting 160 for both, or instead of waiting 120 for both, you waited 80 plus 5 or 10.
You waited less, right? It worked. And people immediately, when we came back from pandemic, were like, it should stay gone. I was like, you don't understand how it works.
Yeah.
Because things are work. And I'd go to the park and I'd be like, I want to go home because everything's this 45-minute wait. And when everything's a 45-minute wait, then when I'm waiting two cycles of Country Bears, I'm not waiting less in my day.
So,
that doesn't work.
My experience actually this morning at Disney's Hollywood Studios, it's a crowded day today.
Yeah.
We got there, the only thing with this lightning lane garbage is that we got on Tower of Terror in like 25 minutes because no one was taking advantage of the lightning lane because they were busy using their lightning lane for good things that were much longer waits.
Good things, excuse me. Leave Tower alone.
Newer things.
Yeah.
Newer things.
Things they've been told to like.
Exactly. and so the standby line for Tower was posted at 60 minutes, and we were in and out in 30 because there was literally like 10 people the whole time that went through the lightning lane. So that turned out very good. But that, I think, like in the early part of the day, when people are going for bigger headliner attractions, you can get through standby of some of the less popular attractions quicker. But that's the only benefit. It's the only benefit. Otherwise, things in studios were a nightmare.
I've just seen people say our audio went out again. Is the audio working, Jake? They're working on it. I don't know if you can hear me say that. They're working. I don't know.
I think within this, oh no, we don't have audio anymore. Within this and maybe a few years, Genie Plus will be an add-on to your annual pass, as it's already an add-on to the UK tickets you book for 2 weeks. And for about $50, you get 2 weeks of Disney Plus. So if you're a tourist coming over here and they only charge you €50, whatever, pound, more on an already inexpensive ticket,
whatever Monopoly.
Why wouldn't you pay it to have Genie Plus?
That's very worth it.
And that's going to be something that you'll maybe be an add-on to your annual pass, where you say like, well, for the whole year, your pass will go up with that many hundreds of dollars.
That was Max Pass at Disneyland. Yeah. Well worth it. Yeah. $15 a day? No.
Yeah, exactly.
I was still being conned, but I felt okay about it. Right?
You were still being conned, but you were getting a better deal than most people.
But they also still had free fast passes, so it's not like you felt like you needed to
well,
do
eventually they cut it off. Eventually,
right, but I mean, it didn't make you feel like you had that option. You could either come in and use the regular services, or you could upgrade and pay per day, or add it on to an annual pass.
And it included photo pass.
And do it onto your, and you can just get the fast passes on your phone and book them, and you wouldn't have to walk to the attraction. You could just add them to your phone.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to start giving somebody things for free, like nobody's complaining at Universal. Your Express Pass, you pay it from day one. Right. Nobody complains. But they do say, well, if you stay at our more expensive hotels, for spending more money with us.
That's right. You have an annual pass, it's free after 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Yeah.
I mean, I think Disney will get there at some point where it will be an add-on.
They need to figure out the point at which people stop spending the money because they realize it's not worth it.
But they don't. They keep on.
No, I think they will
Magic
with
Key's
this.
selling out. People spending the money.
I think they will with this eventually. It will take a little while because it's a new thing. Just like the Christmas parties are still selling out. At the price point of the Christmas parties, it's absurd that they're selling out. But the thing is, people don't realize how little they're getting for their money until they buy the ticket and they go. At some point, people are going to stop buying those tickets. At some point, people are going to stop spending the money for Genie Plus. They'll be forced to do something to either lower the price point or give it as an add-on or whatever.
They don't care about returning customers anymore. Everything is one shot now.
Yeah.
You come once. Before you would go every year with your family. Now they're happy if you see you back in 5 years, 7 years,
it's
or
all
10
about
years.
per guest spending.
They don't care anymore.
Per guest spending. That's the whole reason they're cutting off annual pass sales and all that.
No. He was just saying, like, people will eventually stop buying tickets. And I'm like, yes. I've had my annual pass for about 10 plus years, and I stopped. Yeah. I'm not paying for it.
You heard it. He's not paying for it.
This is the EDC.
That's up in the sound.
That's right. That's right.
Something's on fire back there.
I mean,
no, that's Jake.
He's smoking.
Jake is smoking. Ah, wait.
I have to say, honestly, it's at 32. I think this should be lower. Fast Pass, I think, became such an important part of the Disney theme park experience. It was for 20 years.
It was.
It was a term that, again, became synonymous with any sort of line skipping in any line of business, not just theme park. People be like, oh, like a Fast Pass. That's how amazing of and thoughtful of a service it was.
Right.
That it became, anytime there's anything that let you skip a line or get to something fast, people would just use the term Fast Pass. And a company just decided one day, like, we don't need to be associated with that anymore. Let's just make something else.
Yeah, Lightning Lane does not have the same ring.
No, it was like a purposeful, like, we don't want to be associated with this anymore. Let's get away from it.
Lightning Lane.
I'm going to buy the mug. I want a Lightning Lane to Friday.
Good job.
I mean, people started calling like Easy Pass and Sun Pass Fast Pass.
Yeah. People start calling Test Track Fast Pass. So, you know. Fast Track, Fast Pass,
right?
Track, Test Paths. Mission to Mars and Test Paths are next to each other. Yeah. You've been quiet.
Well, this one's kind of depressing because this one's one of the things on the list that so negatively impacts my enjoyment of the park. And not that Disney cares about my enjoyment of the park, but I mean,
they do.
You know,
actually, you're on this show. They do not.
Just leave some Polaroids around. That's how you'll get your revenge.
I don't really ride a lot of rides when I go to the park, but when I want to, I want that option, and I look at the wait times, and it's like, it's not even worth it. And then I don't know. I just like, it ruins the enjoyment of the park.
So
it really has impacted it.
What else has really impacted the enjoyment of the park along these same exact lines? And I don't think it's on the top 50, but I think people will eventually realize that this is very important, is the change in extra magic hours to be across all 4 parks. Because that means that pass holders and locals and people staying off property can't rope drop and get to Rise of the Resistance, for example, because by the time you get into the park, it's already a 90-minute wait. And there's nothing you can do about it, and that happens every day. That, to me, is very significant, and for a pass holder or a local or someone stays off property, it significantly impacts how many attractions you can ride in a day, because you lose that first mover advantage of rope dropping. It almost makes no sense to rope drop a park now. You either have to be on property and get there at 8:30, or it doesn't even matter when you get there anymore.
Yeah. Sorry, someone put the donation amount. We need more donation. We're only at $1,500. We got to be at 7,000.
We need to put more naked pictures out to get more donations.
People in the chat.
You can now donate for your own Nick pic.
Some people just took back their donations because Axel spoke.
Can we sell off Nick pics?
People in the chat
We
were
should
asking
call them
Jason
like that.
and me to change pants. How many donations?
Wait, like slot pants?
No. I don't think that
I think Jason's finger could fit.
I don't.
Be like
off camera, right?
I don't actually.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's going on either. The audio doesn't work. People are changing pants. I have no idea. No idea. All right, let's go at number 30. Let's move on. 31. Disney Springs open.
Didn't we talk about
Boo!
No, we talked about.
Who cares?
Like,
just go to the outlets.
The other one closing.
On March 14th, 2013, 9 days after I forced them to, Walt Disney Parks and Resorts Chairman Tom, he's laughing because he remembers this, Walt Disney Parks and Resorts Chairman Tom Staggs announced that Downtown Disney would be redesigned and renamed as Disney Springs. The 3-year renovation and expansion project would include 150 new tenants, 2 parking structures, and a near doubling of the mall area. Prior to the announcement, the last renovation of Downtown Disney was in 1997. In order to facilitate the construction of the area and increase the capacity, 2 large parking structures were constructed on previous surface parking lots. New construction features included new bridges connecting the complex to Disney Saratoga Springs Resort, with further bridges connecting the landing to the marketplace, the Springs, Town Center, and West Side. Highline structures were built across the west side in order to provide both theme and shade. In addition, a new bus terminal with dedicated bus lanes on Buena Vista Drive was built. Buena Vista Drive was widened, a new exit ramp built from I-4 directly to the Springs. The complex was renamed Disney Springs on September 29, 2015, and the Town Center, built just south of the landing, was opened on May 15, 2016, completing the major construction of the project. I think alone, regardless of what we think of the stores that were added, just the infrastructure changes were amazing.
I would agree with you, except for those are the worst designed parking garages I've ever seen in my life.
You sound like someone that's only parked in Lime.
No!
Lime is bad, orange is bad too.
What is bad about orange?
Getting into it, getting out of it.
There's a ramp that goes into the middle.
But not.
You
not
just end up, you're just in the middle of it.
If you don't take that ramp, it's a nightmare to get in.
Why are you not taking that ramp? Where did you come from?
Did we not already do this voting?
No,
and
we should
determine that
vote
Lime
on
was
it. We
better?
only have 500
Lime is
magnets
better.
left. Do it.
There's
Buy a
nothing
magnet,
wrong
come
with
see me after the
Lime.
show.
Listen,
Lime has already won.
the exit from both of the garages is a nightmare.
No, it's not.
If you try to exit
I could be home
Orange
in
Garage,
3 minutes from Disney Springs.
if you try to exit Orange Garage at a crowded time of year, the exit from Orange that puts you onto Buena Vista Drive has to cross paths with the entrance to the surface lot, and both people are trying to go. I've been stuck on the 4th floor. I've been stuck on the 4th floor of Orange, and it's completely
You're going out the
backed
wrong
up.
ramp.
Yeah,
You gotta go out the one that goes at the back.
Isn't it time you voted
The
for
like
Lime?
back cave one.
It's the problem is
back.
problem is not that
under.
there's a
It
better
goes
way
under
to
the
do
back
it.
cave.
The problem is not that there's a better way to do it. It's that most people take the way that's poorly designed.
All right, we can all agree orange and lime are both better than grapefruit.
Has anyone even been in Grapefruit?
You're not allowed anymore.
I never went.
Strawberry.
Katie parked in Grapefruit.
You're not allowed anymore.
Do you know why Grapefruit was delayed? I have that story. I never
Grapefruit
published it.
is
The
fun because you have to
escalators
take the
fell
bridge.
off the boat.
What?
They were in a shipping container. It fell off a boat. They lost the escalators. That's why they couldn't open Grapefruit on time.
Wow.
Wow.
No, they eventually got new ones. I mean, the old ones are, yeah. The originally intended
Let's go
ones.
get them.
What?
Let's go get them. We can put them in here.
Do it. We
Can
take,
you?
yeah, I see you in like a Jacques Cousteau outfit.
Yeah.
Can you also
Other
tell-
people are looking for the Titanic. We're like, look, parking structure escalator.
The Maxis though.
Here they are.
Can you also tell us the story of the Lemon Garage?
The Lemon Garage?
Yeah.
What's the Lemon Garage?
I think Grapefruit was originally supposed to be
Oh, it's
called
supposed
Lemon.
to be lemon, and then they realized when we posted it that people responded negatively. So they're like, we can't do lemon.
We can't call
There's
it
a
lemon.
lot of bad connotation with
Yep.
lemon.
Yeah, have
And
they not
Cars,
seen
yeah.
Cars 2? Come on, guys.
And the movie was a lemon.
I like Cars too.
Yeah.
This is significant. This, I think, belongs on the top 50 list.
Yeah.
It's a very significant change. I personally thought it was terrible, not because Pleasure Island was completely gutted, although that was a problem. I thought this was going to be the biggest bomb because who wants to go to any of these stores?
And the stores bombed. The stores have done horribly, except for like
A handful
Uniqlo,
of them.
because people walk in and they're like, oh, I could buy a $15 Mickey Mouse shirt to bring home to someone rather than a $35 Mickey Mouse
Right.
shirt.
You mean if I buy two, I
So,
can get them
but like
both
Uno
for
de
under
50, I don't think has reached 50 customers at this point. I still have never seen a human in there other than an employee.
So, right, and so I would have thought because of that people wouldn't go to Springs, but they still go to Springs.
They go in droves, I think, because of the food. I think the food was so greatly improved.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, I don't often agree with terrible headlines that the half-ass journalists write, but I remember when Disney Springs opened, someone wrote, Disney World has opened a theme park for food. I kind of agree with that. It kind of is.
It was a huge, there were so many good offerings added kind of in a very short time frame that it significantly improved table service dining at the resort.
But not just table service dining, right? Like Pleasure Island was this small contained strip of like bars and clubs, right? You now have like the most amazing like lineup of bars ever from end to end, right? Like you can go, and I've done a couple times, we did that, remember that?
Yeah.
You almost did me home. So you can go like, oh, for an hour we went to this bar, then went this, and then you like you could spend the whole day just
Bar
trying
hopping.
like small bites at different bars, and like I really like that part of the town center is junk. The town center thematically, what the shops that are in it, from top to bottom, there's nothing pleasing about the town center.
I mean, we did that bit where it was like Disney Springs or Orlando Premium Outlets.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that was a good bit.
Yeah.
The show used to be good. Back when the audio used to work. Joking, the audio never worked.
But yeah, I mean, to me, the biggest disappointment is all of these garbage stores there.
No. What stores do you, Jason, where do you even shop?
Yeah.
Like what do you want? Like a Cabela's? Like I don't know what you're looking for.
No.
I don't.
Tommy Bahama, what are you saying?
Yeah, of course. But I don't shop at any. I mean, there are stores that are decent in there, right? Like you said, Uniqlo. There, Disney Style is a good store.
That's a Disney store, though.
Right, I know.
There's nothing wrong with any of the Disney stores, right? Like we love our Disney garbage.
Right.
The problem is when people from the outside world come in.
Well, that's
and try to sell us their thing.
And all of
I'm
those
like, no.
generally are garbage. All of those are generally garbage.
Yeah, but who cares?
Yes
Like
and no.
it's still a nice place, and like you said, it has good food, and it's the Disney.
They've
shops
started to understand though,
free to go
like
to.
adding Ron John, right? Like I think that's a better option. There's less of those in the world. It's a brand people like. It's associated with Florida. Like I think it feels special, right? It feels like that's not a thing I have at home, right?
No, it's right. It's not at the outlets.
Yeah, the problem is like Columbia, right? Like I get it. People need jackets on vacation though, so Columbia has a reason to exist there.
Well, I
But
mean,
then like your bigger problems are Luxury of Time, Uno de 50, Johnny Was, Anthropology. Those are your things that don't need to be bizarre.
Are you making these up?
No, these are real.
Oh,
they're really there.
These are real. Making up stores.
I can't tell.
Hoog booglers,
Well, I mean-
you know.
I mean,
The luxury of sofas, you know.
get a good deep dish at Uno de 50. Yeah.
The potato skin.
Oh, delicious.
But to me, like they could have done away with all those stores and left Disney Quest there, and then it would be almost perfect.
That's a separate argument that did. Can we talk about how at Destination D23 the loudest pop was for Disney Quest?
Yeah.
Like they brought Horizons and like 8 people were like, yeah! And then like Food Rocks, it was just me. But then they said Disney Quest, and I looked around and like the whole room exploded. I was like, people really loved Disney Quest.
They did.
And I don't know that, I'm not going to say we appreciated it when it existed, because I don't think we did, or it still would exist. But I think now that it's gone and having seen what replaced it, now there is like this,
Wait,
Disney
what
Quest was
replaced
kind
it?
of an interesting
No, it's too late now.
concept.
They're bringing in rooms to go. You'll have to live with it.
Kane's
That's the
furniture
Whatever replaced it is
Spirit Halloween
already
was just
gone.
there.
Yeah.
in record time. Yeah.
Right? Like that's the thing is that, and
still
this
have
is
tickets.
this is going to be my same argument.
You do still have a ticket?
You still have a ticket too.
That free one?
Yeah, the free one.
Oh my gosh.
The
What am I
problem
gonna
is,
do?
This is going to be like Communicore West, right? Like they demolished the whole building to build this festival pavilion thing, and now they're not building the festival. So we lost all of that for nothing, and that's what pisses me off.
Can we talk about my favorite part of the entire Disney Springs project? This is a really fun fact. No single project at Disney Springs has ever hit its deadline. There is not a single project from start to finish in all of Disney Springs that was done on time.
But Disney does everything on time.
Rolling. And my favorite story was when they accidentally, so they ripped, what they did, they ripped all the walls out of Adventurers Club and BET. And then someone did something wrong, and they had to knock the whole thing down and rebuild the Adventurers Club and BET structurally, because the blueprints were to reuse the space. So they were like, well, we're not going to redesign it, just build the steel again. So then so if you watch the demolition for a while, they were ripping it just down to the steel, and then it just kind of sat for a while. And I remember sitting at STK looking across the way, I was like, something's wrong. Like, this has just been like this for a while. And then finally, like after 6 months, someone like knocked down all the steel and started over, and it was still, we went into the Edison opening night, and I'm looking inside, I was like, this is still the shape of the Adventurers Club. You rebuilt the Adventurers Club. Yeah. Just some of the fun that happened. I think NBA was a similar thing where they kind of just rebuilt Disney Quest.
Yeah.
They had some similar problems. And then the same thing actually happened with, they're not building it, but Bongos. Bongos they were supposed to keep the frame of Bongos, and someone screwed something up, and then they had to knock it down, and then that's when.
Is this the same person?
COVID happened. It could all be the same contractor. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. No, some of it goes pre-Chapek. Some of it's pre-Chapek. They never hit a deadline. Not the M&M store. Nobody hit their deadline. Not a single thing.
Everglades didn't. Salt and Straw still isn't open.
Everyone was delayed. No. Fun fact. But I like Disney Springs. I don't like the theme of it necessarily. It's a shame because it's kind of like it could have been more, right? If you go into the guest relations building in the town center, and they have those cool murals that tell you like the backstory. And there's some shining moments of that, right? The deluxe burger interior where there's a lot of props and stuff that explain that backstory. There's some little moments where I'm like, someone cared.
The train tracks that were supposed to actually be.
You were supposed to go up to bars on top of that.
Yep.
Yeah. Someone illegal was like, hey, we don't want drunk people up on the second level of this thing.
No.
It's not a good idea. And so they're just train tracks with nothing on them.
They could have opened it as a walkway though, because
they stood it. Everyone was just afraid people were going to fall off.
God.
Drunk people are going to fall off of this thing. So they just didn't do it. They didn't do it. So that's how I feel about Springs. Like the town center's really bland, and then where it could have thematically been interesting, they just kind of phoned it in. It's like by the time they got to Blaze, it was the lumber place. There's like one piece of wood going across and like one saw, and it's like that's the theme. I get it. Okay. Although you go into Morimoto, they have the whole like the bottling production line, and they sold the bottles for a period, and like there was some cool stuff in the beginning. Yeah.
Yep.
Anything else to be said about Disney Springs?
I missed the Void.
You missed the Void?
Yeah.
Void was good.
Yeah.
Oh, is that no longer there?
No.
Now the Void is the NBA experience.
That's also a void.
Like,
What's funny enough, it was
you know
supposed
what
to
would
be
be
the Void.
amazing if they put it over there, though?
Does everyone know
Disney
that?
Quest?
I don't care. Disney's mad at me now, so I don't care anymore.
Or just a bunch of like escape rooms that were like Disney themed.
Yeah, that was what the Void was supposed to do with Disney Quest. They were going to give them Disney Quest, and then NBA came in, and they kicked them down to the other side. Yeah.
Maybe that's where the Void can go now.
Unfortunately, they went out of business, so I don't think they can.
Were they?
I don't think they're going anywhere. Yeah, the whole company went under, I believe. Yeah. There was a lot of legal problems, and they just went away. Yeah.
The old studio had an escape room. Oh no, that was the old studio. Never ever end of the show. How will we get out of here? Blue, help me find clues.
Pete's still in there. we left him. Pete and Nathan's still in there in the stream.
He's still trying.
Don't awe. Out of
Don't
here.
awe. He's the smartest guy that ever worked here. He should know.
All right, here's what's. Do we have audio, Jake? Can people hear me at home?
Nice.
Well played.
Let's try that again.
Hey,
wasn't even
Jake.
a joke.
No?
Best joke of the night.
Wait,
Do we not have audio?
did Lauren and Jake go home?
Do they just leave? They can hear us, right? Oh, cool. Okay, because I'm going to talk about the thing Nick's going to do. Right? Is this the time for it? Yeah, it is time for it.
Please.
So, if you've watched the show before, you may remember some segments where Nick drew some beautiful concept art. And we thought it would be cool if there was some way in the course of this show that you could take home some of that concept art. It also happens that someone accidentally shipped us 150 plain white mugs.
Ooh.
We got them by accident. We don't know what to do with them. So, what we've decided to do with these plain white mugs, they're really good for, you have some Sharpies.
I
Got
do,
you some
special
Lauren got you
Sharpies.
some special
Yeah.
Sharpies. And what Nick is going to do is Nick is going to make you a custom concept art mug. So what you have to do is you have to go to toys.wdwnt.com and you have to donate at least $250. And for $250, Nick, live on the air, will draw you a concept art mug. The cool thing is you can leave a message with your donation. So you can tell us what concept art you want Nick to draw
Whatever you want.
on your mug. And I'll tell you what, when we mail these to you, I'll throw in a couple surprise things too. You won't just get
Ooh.
You get your Nick pick. There'll be a Nick pick in there. I hate that he came up with that. I hate that. So here's what we're going to do. Again, toys.wdwnt.com. You have the length of the commercial break only because for the sake of time. So you need to hurry and do it quick and pick what you want art of. And when we come back, they're setting up his table now, his little table.
I'm excited.
It's been set up. Nick's going to sit at this little workstation and draw you live on the air a concept art mug.
Yeah.
And we'll do that when we come back. Again, toys.wdwnt.com. You have the length of the commercial break, and that's it. Go and remember, if we hit $7,000 by the end of the show, Lauren has to get a 7 tattoo.
7.
Yeah, 7. So go make it happen. More coming your way tonight. Stick around.
The holidays are here. What are you going to do? Drive yourself gift shopping like a trash person? Why not take a ride in Nick's Maxi Van? Nick's Maxi Van takes all the stress out of Orlando area holiday shopping. Coordinate your pickup time with Nick and he'll grab you from your hotel, residence, or wherever you might be. While on the way to the stores, you can snack on a selection of already opened candy canes, Reese's Trees, and Cranberry Sprite. We also have a nice warm foot bath at every seat. You can also enjoy a personal entertainment center with DVD copies of Jingle All the Way 2 and Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas. Once you arrive at the mall, Pete will escort you to every store as your personal security, acting as a human shield and pushing Midwestern moms to the ground so you can grab that PS5 or galactic snacking Grogu. Nick will keep the van running for a quick escape, so just jump in and we'll shake the fuzz. So don't worry about your holiday shopping any longer with the Nick's Maxi Van Holiday Special. Book tonight by calling 407-WDWNT or online at our new home, nicksmaxivan.com.
Ho, ho, ho! I'm coming down your chimney whether you like it or not. You better put out some cookies and bourbon.
Floating through the land in a big green plastic boat. Through the rainforest we go. Plexiglass in our face. Roosters on mailbox crow. Making doggies bark. Oh wait now, what? There's a Christmas overlay on this ride? Living with the land, living with the land. Oh, what fun it is to ride this half-ass overlay. Hey, living with the land, living with the land. Oh, what fun it is to ride this half-ass overlay. A day or two ago, there was nothing on the ride. And then there came on True and put up all the lights. There's Christmas lights on Fish, Christmas lights with shrimp. Christmas lights on tomato trees and stockings in the lab. Living with the land, living with the land. Oh, what fun it is to ride the only thing with no weight. Hey, living with the land, living with the land. Oh, what fun it is to ride Florida's only holiday overlay. It's the only one.
The holiday season has come to Disney parks, and a new year is just on the horizon. But Disney management is always looking for ways to cut corners and has a history of firing Imagineers at Christmas. What is one to do? Presenting the Sklar on the Star, your best way to keep Disney management in check. Created in the likeness of Disney Imagineering legend Marty Sklar, simply attach this little scout to the top of any Christmas tree on Disney property, and he'll keep an eye on management meddling. Just listen to this Imagineer.
Mr. Chapek was talking about turning Carousel of Progress into a rotating gift shop until he saw old Marty up there at the top of the Christmas tree, and it really spooked him. He knows that Marty talks to Walt, and Walt talks to Santa. Well, nobody wants coal in their stocking, after all.
Yes, the Sklar on the Star will have your nearby Disney management on their best behavior. But that's not all. It also inspires Imagineers to think outside the box and work towards cohesive theming goals.
I was working on the Incredibles themed area over there at the Contemporary and noticed Marty up there on top of the tree in the lobby and just thought, what in the world are we doing? More Pixar at the resorts? But why? And what does Beauty and the Beast have to do with the Grand Floridian? Why did we even put that there? Thanks to the Sklar on the Star, I feel I got my head on straight once again. Thanks, Marty.
But what about the rest of the year? Well, then purchase the John Hinch on a Bench or Mary Blair on the Stair. The Sklar on the Star family of products, keeping an eye on Disney management so you don't have to.
This holiday season, you can celebrate the magic of the season in the holiday wonderland of Magic Kingdom Park with Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. On select nights in November and December from 7 p.m. till midnight, you can experience the beauty and heartwarming atmosphere of our annual celebration. But if you are a truly devoted Disney fan, for the first time ever, we are offering the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party Pass. For only $2,521 plus tax, you too can visit every single one of the select nights to experience the same party and offerings again and again. Disney characters will make the scene merry throughout the park with some amazing additions to their everyday costumes. Meet Aurora with a scarf, Snow White with a scarf, and Eeyore, you guessed it, with a scarf. You can also discover over 4 of your favorite attractions with minor lighting changes. Not to mention all the delicious and exclusive treats that will be available for a further purchase during the event. Enjoy an Orange Bird Christmas, the Tropical Kakamora Float, and take on Gaston's Stale Antler Bread Challenge. With your Party Pass, you'll have 23 chances to get your teeth through them. So don't waste another second. Start enjoying free stale cookies, cold cocoa, and assorted flavors of Fanta with Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party Pass. Payment plans are available.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, we're not unmuted. Hold on, everybody.
Yes, supermarket.
Supermarket. What's available now at your local supermarket? It's Christine McCarthy's stuffing. You've had enough. Reduced portion, good for your waistline. Everyone in that company is so nice. They're all very sweet. I have to go get my phone. I have to find out what people donated.
Oh, I got it. Nick,
yo, you have it? Yeah. Do you? Nick's ready for something? What is happening?
We got 2 donations there.
We have
Is that
2
our
of them.
total?
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Devin, oh boy. No, that's not it. No, these 2.
Yeah, the 2 at the bottom.
Vincent Gagliardi has donated $500. He wants a Nick mug, whatever he chooses.
Whatever he chooses.
Whatever Nick chooses. I'll tell you what, we have some time now that this is fixed and we can see these. I'll give you guys a couple more minutes. Again, $250 or more donation, and Nick will make you a concept art mug. So go ahead, we still have some time.
So, Vincent, for $500, I'm going to give you concept art of a whole land. This is the initial concept for Batuu. We're going to draw this, the galaxy's edge. There, you know, they have the black spires. They used to be, in the original concept, they were purple spires. So we have these purple spires in the background. They're rising up in the concept art from the back like this. So you have a lot of these spires coming up here. It's going to be really spiry. So lots of those here. And then, of course, you know, you had the Millennium Falcon, which was, in the concept art, it was originally pink. So that was sitting right here. But it was like flying around, so they had these lines on it that showed how it was flying. And there's this other piece to the Falcon that looks like that. And then, of course, you have the radar dish, and that's there too. And that's flying throughout, so you have the lines there. And then, of course, on top of the Millennium Falcon, because you had lots of characters too. And so you had Chewie. Chewie was hanging out here. And you have Chewie hanging out, you can see him in the concept art pretty clearly. And he's here. I don't know why he has horns. That's hair. He has hair. And he's growling, roar. And then all the robots. Remember the robots? So in the concept art, you had lots of robots. So you have the Domi robots like this, and there's little wheels like that. And then you have more robots. There are lots of robots, all different
Nick, I thought
robots.
this was a Galaxy's Edge mug that kind of looks like the making of me.
Oh. And then you have the ball droids, and they're rolled around, and beep, 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 beep. Little antenna. What other kinds of droids are there? Oh, there's like C-3PO type droids. What color was he? He was green. So, more droids. And that's a droid. Doesn't look like a droid, but it doesn't look like a human either, so it was kind of, could be either. And it has a face. There you go. And then, of course, probably getting paint on me. How do you spell galaxy? Galaxy's Edge. There you go, Star Wars, Galaxy's Edge. I don't know how to do that. Okay, there we go, right here. So yeah, so you got the spires, you got the robots, you got the Falcon. It's all good.
The camera, just pretend it's you looking at you over the shoulder.
Gotcha. All right. So it's pretty good. There you go.
It's beautiful.
All right.
It's great.
We got more of these. You want that?
Well, I want to see it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go for it.
It's beautiful. It's great.
Yeah.
Here, put that down.
It's right there. There you go.
All right, what's the next
one? I think, was Devin. Devin, let's see. Wanted a WDWNT cast version of Nick's great movie ride ideas. Oh, my. All right, well. So for this, it's best to lay out the track first on the cup. So you have the room you start in here, and then you kind of go up here, and then there's different rooms. And we're going to take you into the different rooms and visit the different WDWNT like show scenes. So, of course, if we're taking you through the history of WDWNT, we start at Tom's house with the podcast. So you have Tom sitting here, and he's sitting here at his computer, and you have the couch right here. It's a couch, and then I need more colors. Why didn't we get more colors? I don't want pink. That's the color of the room. There we go. So you have Tom's dad. He's on the couch. And he's snoring. So you have the Z's. So, because he's always sleeping on the couch while Tommy's doing the podcast. And then, so Tommy's here. We got his headphones. We got the laptop. And that's Tommy doing the podcast from home.
I like that you're calling me Tommy because you're talking about my parents, or that's what they call me.
All right. Then he moved to a radio studio. So,
that's where I lived, yeah.
So you have Tommy here. Now the cool thing is he's not Tommy anymore. Now he's Tom. And he's sitting there in the radio studio. And then you have Nick. Nick's over here because Nick's on the other side of the glass. And Nick's like, hey, Tom, I lost my glasses. They're in Typhoon Lagoon. What's going on? And then in the background, though, because
I remember when you used to be behind glass. Those were the good days.
The radio studio. So that's the mic and radio studio microphones. Yeah. We're cool. We're in the radio studio. And then, of course, we have the great Ronald Reagan standing behind us here as well.
Are you allowed to draw Ronald Reagan still?
So this is Ronald Reagan, and he's doing a little salute, and he's standing behind. I don't have the colors to draw the American flag that he was standing behind, but that's Ronald Reagan. He's standing up there. Then, of course, we moved into Tom's apartment.
What an upgrade over the professional radio
right?
studio.
So now we had cameras. So you have cameras here, and that's a camera. Sure, that looks like a camera. And then you have more cameras. And then you had lots of other electrical equipment that Jason bought. And so
we only used 10% of it.
Lots of knobs and buttons and electrical equipment, really, really hot. And then you had the people, and you had like 18 people in here. Let's see, let's use green for the people. So you had like 1, 2, all crammed into, there's Michelle along here. There we go. So you have Michelle.
I remember Michelle.
And then that's probably Nathan. And then
just draw more people we don't talk to anymore.
What's the other guy that was there?
Broke Wolf.
Cameron. Thank
no,
you.
Don't draw Cameron. No, he doesn't get on the mug.
No,
get out of
that's
here.
Cameron right there. So he had like 80 people.
The boy was pure evil.
In Tom's apartment.
No.
And then.
Oh, Tom doesn't like people. What a shock. What a shock. He's always gotten along with everyone.
Then, of course, you had the big radio studio where we're all on stage. Happy, happy, happy. Do-do-do. Big camera. There you go. Fancy lights hanging from the ceiling. Do-do-do. And so there you go. So you have the great movie ride, right? Ride through WDWNT's show history, News Tonight's history. Here you go, right there. That's beautiful. Room to room. There you go.
It's beautiful. Is that it? We have the two?
I don't know.
People are letting me down. We got to hit $7,000 to ruin Lauren's life. This is where Lauren goes, my life was ruined before that.
I think that might be it.
All right, well, thank you. Thank you to those who donated. I'll tell you what, we'll just leave that there. If someone decides they want to donate $250 or more, they can, and we'll go back to that after match game. So, there you go.
Is it match game time?
I just put Nick's like an elf in a workshop.
They gave me some hard assignments there.
Did you sign the bottom?
Yeah. All right. Should I get in the match game position?
Yeah, it's probably time for a match game.
All right.
We're still missing panelists over there. There's too many chairs. Someone's got to go down there. There's too many. Wolf, go down there. Where's Nick? Who's hosting?
Nick is. Where's my podium? Oh, it's way over there.
We're so prepared for this.
How come I'm in the dark?
There's six of us.
I've got candy.
What? Is there a camera over here?
What candy do you have?
The others.
I'm guessing.
Golden one, and there's purple.
The golden one must be a Christmas
I'll take
one.
all the gold ones.
Okay,
Yes,
that's
thank you.
What else do you have?
There's another purple and a green
They don't look really good.
and an orange. It's half unwrapped.
It's just a big empty chair.
It's not. Oh, it is.
It's on camera.
Oh, there's another gold one.
Oh no, that's not golden enough now.
Somebody just needs to move the camera a little bit and zoom it.
Let's fix that camera so we don't see that extra chair. No, there's no one else.
Yeah, that's
7 including Nick.
I thought there would be.
7? They lied.
Is this thing on?
What's happening?
Are you okay?
I'm here. I'm on now.
This is why we never hit 90 minutes.
Are you blaming my choice of candy as to why we don't hit 90 minutes? I feel there's other reasons here, Tommy.
If everyone could stop calling me Tommy, that'd be great. Really appreciate that.
I've known you forever, Tommy boy. And do what I want.
I know you used to work at the Blockbuster on White Plains Road. I know.
It's true.
You're gonna draw us? Draw me like one of your French girls.
Ah, oui, oui. Like one of your French pumpkin
stop
girls.
it, you've caused enough trouble tonight.
The night is still young. We have 48 hours to go.
The night is still young, and so is Nick's girlfriend. Let's begin.
All right, it is time to play the match game. Let's meet our 2 contestants. We have this evening, we have Mary and Nick. How you doing, both of you?
Doing great.
Yeah. Mary, where are you coming to the studio from?
Maryland.
Maryland. Mary from Maryland.
Mary
I'll
from
remember
Maryland.
that. All right, very good. So now you're down here on like a Christmas vacation, holiday vacation, or yeah? And just
Nick,
decided
it's
to go-
Thanksgiving this week.
Thanksgiving, Christmas.
It's a really long Christmas vacation.
I'm in the Christmas mood.
I've seen that movie.
Yes. So thank you for coming. Appreciate it. And then Nick, where are you from?
I'm from Tampa, so
Tampa.
much shorter distance.
Yeah. And you just over here for the evening to enjoy the show? or-
To be honest, it's my birthday, so I figured why not hang with you guys?
Would you like a piece of candy?
Maybe.
Yes.
And I see that you're wearing your
I'm sad we don't
Maxi
accidentally
Van
have
shirt.
cake. It wasn't some attraction's birthday. We don't accidentally have cake. Remember when that happened for Wolf's birthday? We got Rise of the Resistance a cake. It's my birthday.
So,
we gave him the cake.
Mary,
and then the
Mary
raccoons
and
had
Nick,
the rest.
Are you familiar with the rules of the match game? So I'm going to ask a question. You got to fill in the blank. Our panelists, which we'll introduce in a moment, will write down an answer, and you can try to match their answer. Right? Okay. All right. So, panelists, let's of course meet our panelists. We have tonight. We have Jason gracing us with his presence here in the studio. Tom, of course. Axel. We have Desi. We have.
Who's Desi?
Oh, wait. Who?
My name's Chelsea.
Chelsea, all right.
And I brought little Bobby with me. He
I
was a little
will-
nervous.
and
He didn't want to come. He was afraid of being booed.
Chelsea. and who is that next to you, Chelsea?
This is Cora.
Hi, Cora. How you doing?
How are you, Nick?
You know what? I've had better days. I've had worse days. You know, this one.
You
reigns
may
right
want
in
to
the
check the memory there, buddy. We've met a few times.
I think we tried to block out those episodes.
And then I'm pretty sure that's Wolf, right?
Yeah.
He's Wolf. Okay. No, okay.
Who else could I be?
I don't know.
We're going to have him appear in a bag, and he has to get out of it by the end of the
I
match game. We
don't
decided
know. All right. Well, let's play the match game. So we're going to read a question with a blank in it. We're going to give our panelists time to write down an answer, And then, of course, then we're going to go to our contestants and get their choice of what they think goes in the blank. So, Mary, you're going to be playing first, all right? So start thinking of an answer to this question. Panelists, here you go. It turns out Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind will be all about energy after all. All right? It turns out the main villain on the ride will be a blank. The main villain in the Guardians of the Galaxy ride will be a blank. Do we have the thinking music? No thinking music. All right. We'll just write your answers down in silence. Turns out the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind will be all about energy after all. It turns out the main villain will be a blank.
I should write this better.
Oh, there we go.
I didn't know what I was doing till that came on.
I knew it. There we go. All right, so writing down your answers.
Don't you do like jazzercise to this at home?
I do. Thank you for remembering.
Looks like we got everybody down. All right. We'll let the music play out anyway.
Work off that game.
I'm doing the non-resistance training.
It's hard not to dance to that tune. It really is. All right, Mary. Turns out the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind will be all about energy after all. Turns out the main villain will be a blank.
CEO.
A CEO. All right. That's our answer. Let's see.
That's far better than what I put.
Let's see if we can find any matches. Jason?
I said it was going to be an Ellen animatronic.
Animatronic, not a match. How about you, Tom?
Well, since it had to be energy related, I said a Con Ed employee. My father used to find me, the meter wasn't that high. This bill is ridiculous.
Not a match. How about you, Axel? We got
the one sucking up all the energy, Elon Musk.
Oh.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Oh.
Oh, he is.
That's fair. I think that's
got
a point.
us there.
I think that's a point, yeah.
Yeah, we'll give you that
She
one.
didn't say which CEO.
That is true.
That's a point. It's a rarity. We've got a point.
Love it. We're all about giving points.
We don't even have the sound effect because it's never happened.
Chelsea?
The worst thing I could think of, a poor person.
Oh. That would be awful.
How do you fight a poor person?
Price them out.
Candy. I don't know.
You okay there, Corey? You got an answer?
Yeah, stupid Judy.
Stupid Judy. Not a match.
No, but it was a decent answer.
It was. Can't blame you there. Wolf?
I said Pikachu.
Pikachu. He is energy, yeah. I like that. I get it. All right, well, one match, Mary. That's pretty good.
That's enough to win, usually.
It might be. All right. Nick, this is your question. Here we go. Did you hear Gordon Ramsay is bringing Hell's Kitchen to Disney Springs? But you can tell it's Disney's Hell's Kitchen, since out front there's a big statue of blank.
Can you repeat the question?
I am going to repeat the question. I was making sure the music was playing first.
Thank you.
Did you hear? Gordon Ramsay is bringing Hell's Kitchen to Disney Springs. But you can tell it's Disney's Hell's Kitchen, since out front there's a big statue of blank. Can't wait to see that statue. Be a good addition to Disney
It's like a
Springs.
contemporary lobby.
Yeah.
Except our escalators work.
All right, looks like our panelists got their answers down. Nick, what do you think? Gordon Ramsay bringing Hell's Kitchen to Disney Springs, but you can tell it's Disney's Hell's Kitchen, since out front there's a big statue of
Donald Duck yelling at the kitchen staff.
Donald Duck yelling at the kitchen staff. I
See,
like
that's
it.
real
He gets
I'm
mad.
not going to match anyone, but it's fair.
All right. Let's see if we got a match with Donald Duck. Jason?
I said Bob Chapek because
Yeah.
whenever somebody says hell, I think of Bob Chapek.
All right, good answer, but not a match. I have a feeling we might be seeing this one.
What?
What do you got, Tom?
Well, if it's Disney's Hell's Kitchen, then it must be me.
Ah, yeah. Not a match. Axel?
Gordon Ramsay and a statue must be an idiot sandwich.
It's a good reference. It's a good reference.
I've had one of those once.
All right, what do you think, Chelsea? What do you
Well, Marvel is owned by Disney, and one of the characters is actually from Hell's Kitchen, and that would be Daredevil. However, I don't care for Daredevil. I'm a much bigger fan of Kingpin.
Oh, yeah. Well, that would be a good statue, also from Hell's Kitchen, but not a match. Cora?
Yeah. I said Hades, and then I looked to the right, and I said, or Bob Chapek.
Oh, poor
Either
Bobby.
or.
Yeah.
Neither
also
one.
known as Pain and Panic.
Wow.
Neither one a match. Wolf?
Well, I asked you to repeat the question because it was Disney's hell. So, Tom.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a match.
That's it, we won.
Tom.
What do we get? You get the candy. You get the candy.
I'll send you
There
some
you
Core
go.
bucks.
I just want the red one.
You just can't have the gold ones. Those are mine.
All right, Mary, you have a 1-point lead. We'll go back to you for your second and final question here. Here you go, panelists.
Oh. What are these?
It's from the
I don't
Vault
know, they're
collection.
from
They're
my
actually
pouch.
from 1971.
I don't want to eat
Who
anything
put them
out of
in your pouch?
When did you put them in your pouch?
In what decade?
I don't know what. I don't know
Everybody
what I
wanted
got
you to
it.
eat that cookie. You should have just taken the cookie.
It's from the same year, yeah.
From the same year as Jason's shirt.
Oh,
What shirt is this?
that's Miami Beach. Can you tell?
Miami Beach. Is it? Yeah.
Miami Beach in what year?
Whatever Axel says.
71.
When it was first colonized.
You know, I think I remember it like that.
No, I recognize it because there's sort of Spaniards walking around.
All right, that's enough of you. God.
Okay.
This guy.
Next question.
When is Eric back?
Never.
The Animal Kingdom Merry Menagerie.
What was it?
Merry Menagerie.
I think I met her one time.
We all
Yes,
have.
yes, she's a good friend of mine from the society.
Well, that show, the puppet show, proved to be so popular, Disney is considering putting puppets in blank. The Animal Kingdom Merry Menagerie proved to be so popular. I can't do
He
it.
says it with such confidence.
I go in thinking I know what I'm doing. Doesn't happen. Proved to be so popular, Disney is considering putting puppets in blank. Where is a good spot to put in some puppets? All love puppets. Maybe we could give the new puppet show a name Nick doesn't mispronounce. Novel over there.
Got something now.
Yeah.
It took me a
Something
little.
came to you, yeah. I saw the light bulb go off there. All right, looks like everybody has their answers in. Mary, the Animal Kingdom, Merry Menagerie.
There you go.
Yeah, proved to be so popular, Disney is considering putting puppets in blank.
The Kilimanjaro safaris.
Oh,
I'd pay to see that.
Yeah, right?
Just a bunch of people with animal puppets just running around the savannah. I'm in.
Oh, it's all the out of work Lion King actors.
That sounds much cheaper than real animals, so I'm in favor.
Oh my goodness, that is fantastic. Well, let's
like
see.
baby puppets fall out of the zebra puppet?
All right, let's hope we got you a match here, Jason.
Well, if puppets make a show good, then I said harmonious.
Tom?
Management position.
Oh.
Oh, wait, they already have
Already
those. Oops.
Axel?
I agree with Tom. Board of directors.
Yeah.
I'm winning. I'm up to 2.
Go ahead, Chelsea?
3!
Boardroom. Yes, I also said in charge of Disney.
Oh, wow, that was the answer. That was the popular answer, Wolf.
The CEO's office count?
We did that already. It didn't go over well.
We did.
We all matched
There's
with each
already
other.
a puppet in office there.
All right, no matches that round, Mary, so we have to hope that 1 point stands up.
Tom got matches.
Is this candy supposed to be spicy?
Not when it was made.
It's really spicy.
I think it's a cinnamon. You wanted the red one.
Oh, it is a cinnamon? Okay.
Yeah.
Making sure.
Makes sense.
I mean, do you want to cool it down with a Starlight?
I don't think crossing the streams is a good idea.
It's never a good idea.
Need some peppermint.
I mean, how could it go wrong?
All right, let's read Nick's second and final question here. Here we go, panelists. The true reason why Chapek couldn't make it to Destination D was because he couldn't find his blank. The true reason why Chapek couldn't make it to Destination D was because he couldn't find his blank.
Lottery tickets?
Well, I figured it might be the only way I get a match.
No, that was the best joke of the night. I can't write that shit.
We know.
Oh, man. All right, Nick, the true reason why Chapek couldn't make it to Destination D was because he couldn't find his blank.
Park reservation passes.
Park reservation.
Oh, that's so good.
God, I wish I was that smart.
Oh, no.
I'm
All
not.
right.
There's a hint.
We need to find you 2 matches to win this game. 1 to tie. Jason?
I said his personality.
Not a match. Tom?
Can you reread it?
The true reason why Chapek couldn't make it to Destination D was because he couldn't find his...
Balls. Couldn't find his balls. No, I own the company. You can't write it.
You can write it, but it doesn't.
I may not get back into a park anytime soon. I can write it.
Axel.
As I'm definitely less offensive than Tom, I just wrote courage.
Now he holds back.
Not a match. Sabrina.
I said
Oh, wait.
doorknob.
Who?
Who's Sabrina?
I don't know. I don't know. I look at people and I met Chelsea and I said Sabrina.
If I know my Bobby, there's one thing he
Yes.
really loves, and it's his Heinz ketchup. And unfortunately, they have switched recently to red gold, so he couldn't
boy.
make it.
Yeah, you can't beat balls.
No.
It's hard to beat. I should have gone last.
And
Go ahead, try it. Now be funny. Go ahead.
Oh, did you? When you win?
I'm still
Sure.
sticking with doorknob.
Yeah, doorknob. Yeah. That was, I thought that was real. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Still using it. I know it. Listen, I can use it. Bob can't, but I can.
Couldn't get out of the room.
No.
I just picture him like staring at a door for 45 minutes.
That's what I was picturing.
Cancel my 12 o'clock. I'm going to be here for a while.
Yeah, that's why they're going to be putting escape rooms in down in
It's like tapping
Disney
his watch
Springs.
against it.
He's not used to opening his own doors. We have people do that for him.
I said Bob name tag.
Yes.
Does he have one?
The one that Iger handed him. It's made of Legos.
All right, Nick, no matches, unfortunately. So
You should have said balls.
He still wouldn't have won the game.
But he'd have a point.
Now you have a point.
Tom was right. That 1 point held up the entire game, Mary.
See?
All right. We'll get you both some $4 for playing. Happy birthday, Nick. Thanks for playing. Appreciate it. All right. We'll be back with more News Tonight after this.
From the creators of Clue, Disney Parks Edition comes an all-new version of the board game you love, themed to a park you're trying to continue loving. It's Sorry, the Epcot Edition, and whoa boy, do kids love it.
Wowie, the whole board is themed to my favorite attractions from before I was born, and whatever is left of the park.
How do we play?
It's easy. Just roll the dice, move your piece, and draw one of the event cards.
Spaceship Earth is getting redone.
All right.
With no sponsor, and it will be about storytelling. Sorry.
Wait, so the card says sorry? What does that mean?
It means we're just sorry, okay? We're trying our best here.
Are you really, though? Figment is back, but Dreamfighter is dead. Sorry.
Club Cool is coming back, but you have to wait for 4 years. Sorry.
There's a restaurant in space, but it only serves the Maria and Enzo's menu. Sorry. So, how do you win?
You can't win. There is no winning.
I feel like this is about more than a board game.
Sorry, the Epcot Edition. Available at Mouse Gear and all new sterile white gift shops at Disney Parks.
Creation shop at Epcot. God, those mannequins are creepy.
Hey, Lauren. Who's that across the street?
The mannequins, they've left the store. How do we stop them? With one little spark. They're in the storage closet! No! They're moving!
I'll be waiting for you.
Welcome back to News Tonight. We are live on YouTube as part of the 50-hour broadcast of Benefit Toys for Tots. I don't know if we're counting the last 2 hours. I don't know. I don't know how much of it we're on for. But let's find out the Disney Parks incorrect fact of the week. Bob Chapek had every intention of attending Destination D23. Yeah, there you go. Let's talk about what's coming up on the show the next couple weeks. Obviously, we're on a Friday, which is abnormal for us, but it's our annual charity show. We'll be back on Thursdays. Starting next week, Thursday, December 2nd, we're back with Lost in Translation, where Nick has to read foreign languages. Oh boy, that's lots of fun. We'll also continue our 50 biggest moments. 50 biggest moments are back on December 9th, as well as the return of a new and improved Card Parks. Card Parks back. And then an annual tradition, one of our favorites on December 16th. It is Tony's Most Merriest Microwave Christmas Special coming your way. And then we're on break until January 6th. We return with 50 greatest moments. And also our first ever News Tonight road trip. Tom's first time at Buc-ee's.
So weird.
We're getting in, this is a real thing. We're all going to get in Nick's van, and we're going to Buc-ee's, and we're going to film the road trip and the time at Buc-ee's and everything that happens along. It's going to be wild.
I'm sure it will be.
First ever News Tonight road trip is happening. It's going to be a fun show. And also our annual, usually the first show of the year, we preview the year ahead.
Right.
There's not a lot to talk about for next year. That's why we have several other segments on that show.
All right, good.
It's like Cosmic Rewind's going to open. And okay, that's next year. Yeah.
Wow.
But it'll be a fun show.
Sure.
Fun show. Looking forward to that. I think we're filming that.
That'll be
like
fun.
2 weeks we're filming that, yeah. Who brings us News Tonight each and every week, Nick?
News Tonight is brought to you by The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical Disney vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next magical Disney trip. The best part is their services are only $300,000. No, just kidding. They're free.
You know.
Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The Vacationeer, the official travel agency of WDWNT.
Thank you, Nick. Of course, the reason we are here tonight is for Toys for Tots. And so far, we have raised $2,467.
It doesn't sound like 7,000.
It doesn't sound like 7,000, and we do need 7,000 in order to get Lauren to permanently put the word 7 onto her arm. So please keep donating. We're still on the air with News Tonight, and chances are I'm not leaving till we get that $7,000. So let's keep that in mind. There's obviously a lot of great stuff coming up, and not just us. Everyone around WDWNT is doing something for the show. Jake, do we have that? Do we have the calendar for everybody? Obviously, I don't know if there's going to be even time for a post-show tonight. We'll see what happens. So one of the things that happens, our WIGS members obviously donate to get a post-show every week. In this case, we're giving the post-show to everybody because what we do with your WIGS donations in November is we give them to Toys for Tots. We just take everything we make from WIGS in November and we just give it to the charity because it's the right thing to do. So I don't know, we could add that into, that might get us to our 7,000. We could try that out. But that's happening also tomorrow. Obviously, this Western board game thing's going to happen tomorrow.
Western Legends, yeah.
Yeah, Western Legends.
Yeah.
Where I have to watch an instructional video you've sent
Yeah,
me.
come on. People don't want you to learn the rules for the
What are
first
they
30
going to do at home? They have no idea how the game's played.
Well, we'll talk about it, but you need to know what you're doing going in.
Maybe we should have the liquid magic at the start.
No, that wouldn't go well. That wouldn't go well.
No?
No.
All right.
No drinking till 30 minutes in.
Okay. By then we'll understand the rules.
Yes. You'll all have taken a turn.
Someone will have moved a space.
Yes.
By then.
You'll have taken a turn, maybe robbed a train or something. Yeah.
God, it's going to be a mess.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, Back to the Future Live. First time in a year. We haven't done Back
Liquid
to the
Magic
Future
will be a mess.
Will it be?
Well, yeah.
You're doing all Western drink, Frontierland.
And there's a diorama, and there's fire.
Where are you doing drinks from? Are you doing stuff from Red Garter? Did she send you that? Or you didn't decide yet?
Yeah. One is made up.
Okay.
It's the wildest cocktail in the wilderness.
Oh, it's cute.
And then the other one is from that menu.
The Red Garter Saloon.
Sure, yeah.
For those who don't know, there's a hotel at Disneyland Paris. What is it, Cheyenne? Not Cheyenne. Is that Cheyenne? Axel left. I don't remember. I always get them confused. I think it's Hotel Cheyenne.
No.
And they have a legit saloon. It's beautiful. It has big red velvet couches. It looks legit. And I love it. It's called the Red Garter. And so I sent you the...
They're not very Western-y drinks. They're very tropical drinks, and they give cowboy names to them.
Yeah, but they're Disney. We're trying to make Disney drinks.
Sure.
It felt like a good time.
No,
to
that's
make
what we'll do.
The Red
We're
Garter
doing it.
Saloon stuff. Yeah.
We got it.
What else? Back to the Future Live. First time in a year. We haven't
Yeah.
done Back to the Future in a full year. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Every 20,000 Leagues attraction ever made by the Walt Disney Company. I'm blanking now because could you put the calendar back up? I can't remember everything offhand. I'm bad at this. I don't know if he still has it. Maybe
Well,
not.
that's tomorrow night. No cooking.
Ink and Paint tomorrow. What time is Ink and Paint? 10 a.m. Noon. Do you guys know what time? Noon. See, that's why we need the graphic. Noon. Noon is Ink and Paint tomorrow. Oh, Cooking with Nick is 10 a.m. Oh yeah, 10 a.m. tomorrow. Cooking with Nick. Yeah.
Doing the handwich.
It's also Cooking with Nick and Nana.
Yeah.
So you got the first half, and then our reporter Nana is going to join us to make gyoza dogs from Tokyo Disney Sea.
I'm excited.
Try to
I
do
heard
it.
a lot about those.
There's some good stuff coming up tonight too. The RPG and Ride Rehab watches and some other fun stuff coming up after we're off the air. Back to the Future Deep in the Plus is on before us tomorrow night. Don't miss that. Someone wooed for Deep in the Plus. That's cute. Oh, because Desi's on it. You guys are watching Brink, right? They're finally watching Brink. Axel has something happening. There's an Axel show tomorrow night. I won't watch. I'm afraid. Early Sunday morning, Spencer is live at Tokyo Disneyland. Then Lauren and I are getting up really early to watch every Fantasmic ever. It's a thing. Then first ever, no longer part of Boxed In, Tom's Tokyo Hall. We're going to open a couple boxes of Tokyo stuff. I haven't opened yet. Allison, Desi, are you going to this? Cat Cafe? Who else is doing Cat Cafe? Emma's doing Cat Cafe. Some people are going to Cat Cafe.
Are you going still?
No, I can't go because I have to do the show before. I'm not allowed.
Because I heard you might be getting a
I was
cat.
supposed to not do that show, and then I had to do a show.
Okay.
So, you know. And then after that is Legos and Lattes, which they'll be on camera for the first time in their WDWNT careers. Kayla and Lauren are going to build Legos live on the air. What could go wrong? MLB at Magic Kingdom. We have Nerd Alert. We have Boxed In. Dinner with Tom and friends. Literally, I'm going to order everyone dinner, and we're just going to tell stories and have a good time. And then it's time for the auction, which is going to be insanity, which it always is. Jason, is the auction? I assume he's inside working on the auction. That's why he's not. Oh, no, he's in bed. It's 11:18. It's 11:18. He's asleep. He's asleep. It's fine.
So the auction is up.
The auction is up.
Some items are up. There will be more items being added throughout.
Some items
tonight
in the
and
auction are
tomorrow.
up. More will be added as the weekend goes on. So you can start bidding if you'd like.
Is it the same link as before for the?
It's auction.wdwnt.com, right? Is that correct? I'm asking anyone who works here. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
By the way, we're up to $2,482. We're still not at $7,000 though. So need to make that happen. Another thing I want to mention, obviously it's the holiday season, and we do have a merchandise division here at WDWNT, so we have to have new product, right? We do have some new stuff that is launched tonight at carouselofproducts.com. I am really proud of this. I think this is the best thing we've ever done. I'm really proud of the job they did on this. This is our dinosaur Gertie. I can say this. It doesn't say it on the site. This is a dinosaur Gertie long sleeve tee. I think the art is adorable. We have Gertie with the ornament and the tree. It says Happy Holly Days, since we're at Hollywood Studios. It has Gertie's footprints and the ornaments going down the sleeve. It's really cute, and I think it's great for this season. I truly believe it's the best thing we've done so far. So that is available right now. We also have, if you don't like long sleeve, we did something else for everyone else. Last year we did an ugly sweater shirt. We did another one this year, and because it's the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, we did a 50th anniversary ugly sweater. So it's blue and gold and has all 1971 stuff and some 50 icons, and it's really cool. And it's $20. But then on top of that, since it is Black Friday, I think we just stole the Star Wars Black Friday art. I don't know. For Black Friday, we have discounted a number of our older items. The Let's Get Naughty shirt, Donde Está Maintenance, all of the DCA 20th anniversary merchandise is on sale. The Rise, Resist, Repeat, Swiss bobsled training facility, all of that stuff is on sale. Some shirts are just $15. Some stuff's even cheaper. So go to carouselproducts.com. The sale will run through the weekend. It's a good time to get your holiday shopping done. Some fun stuff that we're, for the first time, discounted. So check it out. Again, carouselproducts.com. Get your Gertie shirt. We only did like 150 of them. There's not a lot of them. So there you go. I think that's everything I had to plug. Jake, is that everything? Yep. Cool. Psychotic comments.
Walt Disney presents
All right, first story, Primeval World completely destroyed at Animal Kingdom. Abdul wrote, unlike Horizons, where the entire Disney fandom was crying tears of sorrow, here they'll crying tears of joy. Hopefully they'll get a good attraction in its place.
There were way too many people who were sad about Primeval World closing.
Well, yeah, it was, yeah.
Do you think like 20 years from now
No,
there'll be people sitting on a set like
No.
this and they'll be like, man, Primeval World was just one of those, oh, it's so special.
It'll be number 48 on our next like top 100 list, you know, in 50 years from now. Yeah, it'll be there. Trashed at Disney says, don't Epcot my Animal Kingdom.
You get to pick your ending on Primeval World, right?
Yeah, right. JR wrote, the most fun we ever had on this ride was as a hurricane came near land. Rain coming down while whipping around on this coaster was a blast. Their best time on this was during a hurricane. Love it. Next story, per guest spending at Walt Disney World increases by 30%. Will wrote, in a related story, Disney raises prices on everything they sell by 30%.
Yeah, right?
Kells wrote, well, yeah, all you got to do is raise all the prices and start charging for microtransactions on items and experiences that were previously accessible to all who visit. Right? Yeah. Disney World restaurants will not be decorated for Christmas again.
So dumb.
JSI Debo? Sure. Maybe if you pay extra, you can sit in the room with decorations. Good idea.
Restaurant Plus. Restaurant
Daniel wrote, service in some restaurants has not returned either.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh,
yeah,
no.
Good. Annual pass holders to have access to exclusive seating for Disney Kite Tales. I can't believe I'm reading that sentence. Santa Chapek wrote, do I know how to spoil your loyal pass holders or what? You're welcome, everyone. Get that one out. All right, Disney CEO Bob Chapek pulled from Destination D23 appearance out of fear Disney fans would boo him. Gold Any Ranger wrote, and not because he couldn't pass through the metal detectors, because he is in fact a robot. Right? We didn't think about that. Could be, could be. Carlos wrote, that's the only smart thing he's done since becoming CEO.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Disney cites schedule conflict as reason Bob Chapek won't attend Destination D23. States WDWNT has stooped to a new low. Mr. C wrote, or he may be stuck on a tram in the parking lot, or reworking menus to lower portion sizes, or finding a way to charge for a before hours party. Yes, could be. Any one of those things.
Oof.
Tiara wrote, I don't always like WDWNT, but if they think what you tweeted about why he wouldn't be there, i.e. a new low, then I have questions. You've said much worse, in my opinion. Yes.
These people live in a very special bubble.
Yes.
A very special bubble.
Not a new low. All right, last story. Somebody
What would
is
be my low?
Lord of the Rings land. That one was weird.
It was real. I don't know what you want from me.
Last story. Somebody is leaving explicit photos around Walt Disney World Resort hotels. Vince22 wrote, wonder if the person likes the movies We're Back and That Thing You Do. Those are in my van, by the way. They have good taste.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
Has everyone gone to nixmaxivan.com, by the way? Or did that not work either?
A wrote,
Go check it out.
we need to see these photos. for science. J-Rock wrote, are they sure they're not just confusing it with headshots of Bob Chapek?
That's the comment. Oh, someone ate the page.
Nice.
Oh, you hadn't seen this yet?
No.
Yeah,
Evil Bob Chapek wrote, fake news, they're just mid-1990s VHS covers are of the Little Mermaid video release. Yes.
Wow.
Those are your psychotic comments.
It was a fun couple weeks.
Oh, it's great. I'm going to go to my website.
You should go. It's pretty cool. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. We come back. Man versus Park, the kitchen sink.
I'm going to call a ride from here.
Who's been messing up everything?
It's been Chapek all along.
Who's been pulling every evil string?
It's been Chapek all along.
He's unscrupulous, full of ruthlessness that you haven't even noticed, and a piteous. It's too late to fix anything now that everything has gone wrong. Thanks to Chapek, naughty Chapek.
It's been Chapek all along. And I killed the great movie ride.
Something incredible is happening that will give your games even more power. Disney Game Genie. It works with all your favorite Disney games. For just $14.99, Disney Game Genie will take the game to the next level, making it inexplicably harder. In fact, it will make playing the game near impossible. In-game obstacles, vague on-screen instructions, and system crashes all enhanced. Excellent! What's that? The game still isn't complicated enough? Well, then you'll need the Lightning Glove. Lightning Glove can be added for another $7 to $15 based on seasonal demand. It's like I'm not even playing! That's because you aren't. It doesn't work. Excellent! Disney Game Genie and Lightning Glove. Because now everything is pay to play. Now available at CheapX department stores nationwide.
New from Kenner! It's more cooking fun from Moff Gideon's Bakehouse. You've made Dark Trooper cookies and Grogu Metachlorian shakes, but now get ready to cook up some clones. It's the Easy Snoke Oven.
How does it work?
Just take some of Grogu's blood, then blend it with the special Emperor Palpatine is Dead contingency plan mix, slide the mixture into the Easy Snoke Oven, and set the dial to Operation Send. And out the other side comes a forgettable, ineffectual villain. That's right, kids. Cut it right in half.
Mmm, yum.
Don't worry, you can always make more. The Easy Snoke Oven, part of the Moff Gideon's Bakehouse line. From Kenner, it's fun.
Find out what's happening this week on Nintendo Switch. Crab game. I knew no one was going to get it.
Wow.
Yeah, but never mind. Take it down. It's over. Everyone's failed me again. All right. So, Man vs. Park. When we were coming up with Man vs. Park, I think one of the first things that was written down was the kitchen sink at Beaches and Creek. You didn't even come.
I didn't do it. It's the wrong time of year. I would hate myself after doing this. And
yeah.
I have a half marathon on Sunday. I have Like, it's my running season. I'm not gonna eat a kitchen sink. It's
Several
not
people did. I don't think this needs any more setup. A bunch of people tried to eat the kitchen sink on their own. Let's see what happened.
Oh.
We're here at Beaches and Cream Soda Shop for our latest edition of Man vs. Park. This is honestly the one that kind of inspired the whole series because it was kind of inspired by the TV show Man vs. Food, where someone ate food they should not have, a lot of food. And of course, one of the biggest dishes at Disney World is a dessert that serves four here at Beaches and Cream called the kitchen sink. So we have our 5 competitors who are going to compete to eat a kitchen sink on their own or as a team because they're very tiny today, which I don't know if anyone's ever finished one on their own or if it's even possible, but we're going to find out tonight. The interesting wrinkle is leading up to tonight's recording, we actually had some Wigs members sponsor some of the competitors, and so beyond their sponsorship, they were also able to give additional money to Toys for Tots, which will ensure that their competitors they've sponsored get some help tonight from me, who is not eating kitchen sink. I did get a No Way Jose though, in fairness. So for every $25 more over the donation amount we asked for them to sponsor a competitor, I will help with a single bite of the kitchen sink. But for those of you at home that are unaware what's in a kitchen sink, I have the list here in front of me. This is a half a cup of fudge warmed, a half a cup of butterscotch topping warmed, a half a cup of peanut butter topping warmed. It's going to be warm. 1 medium banana, 1 cinnamon spice cupcake quartered, 1 angel food cupcake, 2 4-ounce scoops of vanilla, 2 4-ounce scoops of chocolate, 2 4-ounce scoops of strawberry, 1 4-ounce scoop of mint. Apparently the mint was a problem. 1 4-ounce scoop of coffee ice cream, 3 tablespoons of chocolate syrup, a quarter of a cup of marshmallow, a quarter cup of strawberry, and a quarter cup of pineapple topping, 1 14-ounce can of dairy whipped topping, 1 brownie, 1 regular sized candy bar, 4 chocolate cookies. I feel like I'm doing the 12 days of Christmas. 1 tablespoon of almonds, 1 tablespoon of dark and white chocolate shavings, 1 tablespoon of chocolate cookies, 1 tablespoon of jellied orange slices, 1 tablespoon of milk chocolate chips, 1 of peanut butter chips, 1 of chocolate sprinkles, 1 of rainbow sprinkles, and we'll end it all with a half a cup of drained maraschino cherries. And that's what each competitor has to eat to win. So the way this will work is if someone finishes, they win. If multiple people finish, then it's going to be based on when you finish. And if no one finishes, then we're going to try to judge who ate the most. And that will determine our winner today on Man vs. Park. Let's do it.
This is just my worst enemy, is just sitting down eating dairy. Where is the excitement?
I have some ideas for my next little
Where
vlog.
is the excitement? So I asked Tom, I said, listen, you're all these Man vs. Parks. You got the true champ right here. Invite me to the next one. He invites me to Beaches and Cream. I'm lactose intolerant. But you know what? I'm not turning it down. I'm going in hard. And mine is coming with a little something special on top. Pick your boy. I got this one.
But Pete, did you bring a Publix brand probiotic?
I am no, but I've reserved the rest.
So if you looked at my figure and figured I was a favorite and are at the betting window right now thinking I'll win, turn around, put your money back in your pocket. I have no chance. There's no way I'll finish this. All I can do is try to mitigate the consequences. So yes, I did take a Lactaid. I took a probiotic, some fiber, some Zyrtec, and we'll see how far I get. I don't think I have a chance of finishing. We'll just have to see.
All right, I am feeling pretty confident about this because I have been training. I have a 1 and 2-year-old, which means that for a good portion of the past 3 years, I've been pregnant. And my #1 craving was ice cream. I think I can do this. I got this. I'm gonna be like Napoleon in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Let's do this.
Okay, I'm excited to eat ice cream. I went to the dentist this morning and got a deep cleaning and 2 fillings. So my mouth still kind of feels weird, but because I went to the dentist, I've only eaten soup today. So I think there's lots of room for ice cream. My husband lectured me a lot about don't eat too much and don't get sick. And I know you're really competitive and you don't have to win and all that, but ignore him and forget him. And I'm gonna do it.
So, strategy, one bite at a time. Marathon, not a sprint. Gonna take it nice and slow. Not particularly looking forward to it, but not excited. So let's see what happens.
Oh God. Why are there like?
Do I get a head start?
I don't like
It's
cherries.
bubbling. Did you see that?
It is bubbling.
Why does it have so many cherries? They're like boba balls. Boy, Nick might have changed his tune on this if he had noticed. Do I have to do the cherries? Can I take the cherries off? Take the cherries off. That's ridiculous.
Push them aside.
Adequately sized ice cream. Yum.
We've decided Pete's Kitchen Sink, because it's topped with Bailey's, has arrived first and it's starting to melt. We're just going to let Pete start. It's all the competitors have agreed. Pete should start.
Start the timer.
The time is 8:28 p.m. You can tell he's never eaten ice cream before. She's in the lollipop.
Pete's gonna be done before we start. This is like when I ran the half marathon in a wheelchair people were finishing before I
Pete,
started.
if you need to add more toppings, you just have to turn the faucet handle.
I'll see everybody in 2 weeks. I thought it was a drinking challenge.
You did put one right here.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go around. Where does this one go?
That's two.
There you go.
Oh, theirs don't look that big.
And right here.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely, guys. And wow, that's large. It looks bigger when it's in front of you versus in front of me. Yeah. All right.
This is much larger than I was anticipating. I'm gonna have to call in some reinforcements. Hey, Maddie.
Oh, there's strawberries.
Can you come to Beaches and Cream?
I can be there in a hot second.
There's strawberry on the bottom. That's gross. It was all vanilla.
It's like the spoon a soccer mom has on her kitchen wall. Where it says eat.
Wait, I only have 700 calories left of the day.
8:31. I'm doing the opposite of Pete, and I'm gonna start with only 2 chips.
I've never felt so inadequate.
That's not true.
What is that? What is that? Is that an orange peel? Has anyone seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
Yes.
I feel like Napoleon right now.
Yes.
Ziggy Piggy, Ziggy Piggy.
Ziggy Piggy indeed.
I'm gonna do like Pete, set aside the cherries.
Cherries gotta go on the side.
Strategies being formed.
I haven't even tasted ice cream yet. It's just been like 5 minutes.
This is all.
This is throwing me off. That there's different flavors of ice cream. I thought it was just vanilla.
The jellied orange slices are
Oh, the jelly orange slices really threw me for a loop. Yeah.
I think Pete legitimately didn't know there were other flavors of ice cream.
That also may be true.
People don't know this. Pete doesn't eat dessert. You don't eat dessert.
I don't eat
right?
dessert. Yeah.
He likes plain ice cream.
I like, when I was a kid, I used to like plain vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
Soft
But serve
as
or-
an, either way, like Breyers, like if it was a special occasion, Carvel ice cream cake. I love that Jake just keeping a close up on Eric, and Eric's literally going like shielding the camera, even though we're doing a filmed event about eating ice cream, and he's like, no.
I'm getting kind of full.
I hate it. These aren't even working sinks.
I mean, it fits Disney World.
Thanks, J-Pack. Came and washed my hands. They're sticky AF.
You got emotions.
I have the stickiest hands right now.
I thought being pregnant for the past 2 years was going to be an advantage,
But I think after watching this, I'm never gonna have to worry about having baby number 3 because my husband is not gonna want to go for another baby.
I got pregnancy cravings when it comes with this. No.
What is this disgusting green ice cream on the bottom? Oh, mint.
It's mint.
He didn't even know about the mint.
I can't say on camera the things I'd rather eat than this mint green ice cream in this bowl.
I've tasted some of those liquid magic drinks. It can't be that bad.
It's liquid magic.
Alright, new strategy. Now I'm eating all the top because I found out that the devil's ice cream is on the bottom. So I'm going to try to save that for the end. That way if I throw up, it tastes the same as mint ice cream. So I'm going to do everything on top first.
Very competitive.
So, for those who donated, what happened was they donated $150 just to sponsor an individual to be here this evening. Beyond that, for every $25 in addition they donated to Toys for Tots, I have to help with a bite of some of this. Yeah. For a bite for each $25. So.
Do you bite with my spoon or yours?
A bite.
Can we pick what you're up to eat?
You can, yeah, sure.
Well,
Gary and Jake could also help if they want. They haven't eaten anything. I'm going to give you a bowl.
Colleen or Eric, you ain't getting this whole competition's all. Give him the bowl.
Here, Darius.
No, wait. Where was this sponsorship thing about?
Hold on.
I didn't know there was sponsorship.
So Super Spider-Man and Wigsport sponsored Mr. Eric Morton. Eric was sponsored for $250, which means that's $100
Waiting
over.
for us outside.
Eric, if you want to put four bites.
That's such a cheat. Okay, how many cherries is one bite?
Yeah. Give them all the cherries.
I think a cherry
You
is
gotta
one
keep
bite.
the integrity of the competition.
One cherry is one bite?
I think so. You can't just eat 4 cherries at once with stems.
Sure you could.
Fine, all right.
So, dig it, whatever you want to eat, whatever you're cooking, whatever you
No,
want
I'm giving this to Jake, so.
whatever you wish to contribute.
Jake needs to be punished.
You're gonna,
Jake, what do you want?
I feel like you take a clean spoon.
Do you want to lose something heavy?
Yeah, take something heavy.
That's like 2 bites, right? That's 7
That's 2 bites.
You want to lose an Oreo?
No, take more cake.
So just these. So you want to just
Yeah.
use it on
You want to
these?
just feel like
It's just so rich.
All right.
Is that 4 bites?
Have some cake.
Tom, you should just feel my stomach.
Thank you very much.
It is
Whoever tried to help.
legit convulsing.
So Insider 1 on Wigsport was nice enough to sponsor Desi and Maddie,
Yay!
but only gave $150.
Oh
So
no!
typically that would be no help, but I'm gonna one thing. If you want to give me one baked good out of there,
That brownie.
pick a baked good.
That
No,
brownie.
pick a baked good and throw it in.
Just throw it at
No,
you.
don't grab it. You just use your spoon. I don't care.
Do we have?
Here, use this. Here.
Oh wait, here. This one hasn't been used.
There you go, Dara. You have a brownie. Enjoy. I like that Pete's lined up all the cake around the
I have a good idea.
No one can get into Pete's dessert now.
Oh no, this is a castle wall.
Whoever comes in last place has to go watch Harmonious.
Jordan Garrett was nice enough to sponsor Pete, and he donated $300.
5 bites. 6 bites. 6 bites.
6 bites down the richer. You don't know the band?
So 6 bites.
I just want to get rid of the mint ice cream. Can I go from the bottom up?
Yeah, sure. Let's see how much mint ice cream's actually in it.
All right, I just want the mint ice cream out.
See how many bites we think
Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay.
That's 1 bite.
I just don't want any of the coffee ice cream.
Which one? Coffee?
Yeah. Okay, I'll eat that one.
5 bites.
That is like a whole bowl of ice cream.
No, this is just the
One
mint.
more we'll do.
All right, fine. Let me just get the mint.
Make it count.
Let's chew it. Let's chew it.
Coffee? I think I just got a strawberry this morning.
It's all becoming very blended. Mint ice cream, strawberries, toffee, peanut butter.
I'm never eating ice cream again.
Nope.
sponsored company.
I feel worse eating this than I felt drinking around the world and going on mission space.
Where do people go to sponsor?
You have to be a Wigs member, so if you know a Wigs member, you can do this, you can still do this. Colleen is trying to find a Wigs member to sponsor. You have someone sign up.
Mama, are you a Wigs member? Could you be? So I'm currently eating a kitchen sink that's for 4 just by myself. But if you sponsor me, then Tom has to eat part of it. It's for charity, Mom. Don't you want to help the children?
I didn't know what they were coming into.
I'll leave the bin.
I should not have done half of the things I did today if I knew I was doing this.
How is it different from any other?
I have no idea how it is to
What
make
are the
this
rules
happen.
on throwing up? I was wondering.
She just becomes a Wigs member, and then what? Hey, Mom, hold on a second. You're going to talk less than $2. He's going to.
All right, so my strategy right now is I have an early lead and see if anyone catches up. And if they do, get back in there, get hungry, eat my heart out. But right now, my body is tapping out, so I'm going to wait and watch until anyone gets close. Let's see how it goes.
I will never eat ice cream ever again.
Me either.
This general area of the mall.
Is that the coffee?
I think it was some kind of vanilla.
Oh.
This one just looks like a 30s monster movie. Someone's just gonna come and eat a town of people. Maddie, how are you doing? You were very certain about this coming in.
She is a champ.
She's doing good?
She can eat.
Oh. Maddie, you came instead of word, it's been face down, spoon up.
Yeah, it's just mush now. I'm like, I don't know.
This is usually what happens to me at Tony. The spoon and I'm like, what is this? Trying to identify things. Is that a meatball or a crouton? They have the same consistency, it's unknown.
Imagine, I touched the bottom of the bowl. Yeah. One time when I was live streaming, we're on the ferry boat and I hear a little kid go, "That's un vlogger." I'm never going to gastrointestinally recover from this.
I think these challenges keep getting harder because I couldn't catch any water in my cup on Splash Mountain.
What was that what it was? You're trying to catch
Oh,
Get all this stuff, like he's got them up out of there.
I swear it knocks the Oreo further out.
No. So I ate a lot of the Oreos. It's the cake and brownies I took out.
You gotta like get them out of the way and you can see the bottom and it's inspiring.
I don't feel good.
You don't feel good? Let's go, baby.
If we would have done this by ourselves, it would be like barely. We're just barely underneath.
We're doing this as a team, and I think they're still beating us.
I know, and that like makes it worse in a way because it's like, well, it's not at all appetizing anymore because now it's just like a weird stew.
You didn't order tots?
I mean, it's in
I'm gonna have one.
Why are you eating this top?
Wait, Colleen's got one tot.
No.
I don't know that. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Guys, it's for the tots.
Oh, it's for tater tots.
Oh, yeah, you're good. The best part about those tots is the minty cherry maraschino vanilla Oreo cupcake finish.
How many cherries? I've eaten like 12 cherries. I got a bowl of like another dozen, and there's still a whole family living in here.
Every time I think I'm done with the cherries, I put my spoon in, and I'm like, oh, that's another cherry.
Some of them might be strawberry chunks from the strawberry ice cream too.
Yeah, you got those strawberry chunks.
That's right, so it all looks the
I want to know what this is.
I'm trying to see the bottom. We got a ways to go.
I still have a solid lead. I feel confident. The girls are still doing work though.
You're doing pretty good.
I don't know.
They're gonna win. Because look, yours looks more empty than it is because
All
you
right,
have.
simmer down.
We already
Except that, I gotta
has the
say,
hollow leg.
I really want some tater tots.
This is all going into the hollow leg.
Badness level.
My badness level is already getting up there.
Maddie coming out of nowhere and now separating. Oh, don't. Also,
Copying you now.
Also, how many children between the two of you? 3, 4,
I have 2.
7? They're not here. No, but they're not grossed out by this. They got 4 kids. Yeah, this is just everyday life.
I don't think that has anything to do with it. But we do see gross things.
To be honest, I can't wait till your kids see this and see what you wasted all this ice cream.
Our kids are
Karen, that will bring them
Our kids are
gonna
Our kids are gonna see this and be like, you have to sit next to Tom? That's what he's gonna say.
Oh, look, a cherry. Someone likes.
The
All
innocent
those
children.
internet people who've never met you like you.
Tom, how much does the kitchen sink cost?
Everyone just
$35.
$32.
That's not bad at all.
Wait, did you order tots too?
I really need some.
Yeah.
It looks so gross. I don't want to eat it.
I can feel myself getting diabetes.
I surrender.
Tap it out.
It's liquid and cherries. Look, hey, look, more cherries.
Are the orange slices out of place? Should they be in this?
No.
They don't work with anything, right? That's a weird choice. Like everything else seems normal. The orange slice things seem like a weird thing.
It's an orange slice candy thing.
That's so weird.
It is, and it tastes. It's very.
It's chewy, it's sugary, yeah.
It's like it's gummy. Like trying to scrape the ice cream.
It just doesn't make sense. I want to remark that everyone on this side appears to be done. Colleen's moved to dinner. But then Maddie and Desi are still going strong down here. They have not thrown in the towel just yet. I'm sorry, not the towel, the paper napkin just yet.
They would have to send it back to Germany. No, I told her there was no room. But you want to watch people eat ice cream?
Actually, turn that down. We've reached a point where I can't judge until everyone is done. So I need to know that everyone is done before we decide who's won.
I'm ringing out like the Navy SEALs. Done.
Peter, you done.
Yeah, I'm done. Done.
Done? Are you done? You two are done.
Our sink is done.
You're done.
We're done. Tapped out.
The last one I leave.
He's not worth the body.
Okay. So now we gotta figure out who won.
Put all your stuff back in your bowl.
Everything out of the bowl's got to go back in the bowl. So Pete's got a lot of cake.
That's actually not that bad. I thought it'd be a lot worse. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Yeah, but I'm still pretty low. I feel good about this. I also went very ham in the beginning.
Cherry's not going to taste.
A cherry on top is not good.
Eric, take a look at Eric.
Right to the top of the spoon.
Yeah, do that, Pete. Let's do the spoon. Was that the little spoon?
Yeah, the little spoon.
That's the little spoon.
I can just see the actual spoon part. Like, touch the bottom. I'm on the bottom.
All right, Pete definitely
He's got me.
more than Eric.
You got me.
So Pete's in the lead. Colleen.
Oh.
A lot of her stuff
There's a
hasn't
lot of
sunk in
stuff.
yet.
Yeah.
You gotta stuff all that underwater.
Pete's looks slow.
It's fine.
Everything will
Colleen's even
I'm okay with it.
Pete's in the lead. All right.
Oh, they won.
Oh,
That's a victory.
I think Desi and Maddie are our champions. I think in this battle
of Man versus Park, Desi and Maddie have won. Congratulations, ladies. I don't know what you win.
Have them box the sink up for engraving.
We've all died.
We've all died inside of them. Okay. Well, you did a great job. You look great doing it. So, you're very welcome. Absolutely. I mean, give you a compliment after doing
Potato
it.
putt's coming all night.
Everyone's kitchen sink looks the same on here except for one. There's,
To be honest, I feel like I should have won. Mine had more liquid in it.
it's listed as 8 toppings, I think.
I added 8 extra toppings. How do I not win this battle? Unbelievable.
You don't win anything, Pete.
Farewell, Spoon. We had a good run together. I'll never let go. No, 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 no.
What time is Harmonious?
Haven't you punished yourself enough?
All right, we're done. I didn't win. I didn't expect to win. I didn't expect to make a very big dent in this. Right now, though, I got to be cautious about burps and other things. Just do them very carefully until the coast is clear. Stomach's a little rumbly. Don't feel good. I kind of wish I had had some of those tater tots like everybody else. Maybe that's the secret. I don't know. The girls, congratulations. Maddie and Desi, they were an amazing team. And I'll just go back and start training, and maybe next year we'll do this again, and I can
So I thought this was honestly going to be a lot easier than it was. I don't know why, but I felt really confident going in, and then I just gave up because I don't feel good. My stomach hurts a little bit, and I want to take a nap. So, you know, and it eventually really just started to look gross. So even if you could have eaten more, I didn't want to because it was this weird soup-like thing.
Is anyone else having automatic emergency diarrhea? Because I am.
Is this Mr. JPEG? I'll wait.
I have done every man versus park challenge thus far. I think this was the hardest part. This was. I wanted to puke the way that I did for the first one with the drinking around the world and going on Mission Space. I had a cup full of disgusting stuff, just like the Splash Mountain Challenge. So, but thank God for Maddie, because I don't think I could have done it without her. This was much harder than I had anticipated. I was thinking I was definitely going to be able to do this by myself. 100% not the case. We didn't even finish our whole thing, but we did win. Yes, girl power. My teeth feel like they're coated in sugar. I feel like I want to go run around the block, but I also want to just fall down and take a nap at the same time. Let's go rent the Surrey bike. Burn this off.
I could not finish my No Way Jose. It was too much. So in the end, I think we realized that I don't know that there's a human on Earth that can finish the kitchen sink. Maybe in a couple of years we'll revisit that again. But two human beings came the closest, which makes them the winner. Everyone decided that was fair. So Maddie and Desi are your champions today on Man versus Park. They conquered, well, mostly the kitchen sink of Beaches and Cream.
Nobody won here today. Thanks for watching.
There you go. There you have it.
Yeah.
You made a good decision.
I did. I am still okay with that, not missing out, no.
Very quickly, running out of time here. I know we have the RPG coming up in a few minutes. People have actually donated and their names are showing up, so I can quickly read these. I want to thank people who are donating to Toys for Tots. You can donate too at toys.wdwnt.com. We are very short of making Lauren get a 7 tattoo, which makes me very sad. So everyone needs to team up and help us out here.
Now it'll only be like a 4 or 5?
Wow. Good Lord. Kyle Frisch, $50 for the tots, he said. Christopher Benton, thank you for $50. Joshua Humphrey, a good friend, easy Josh, wrote, I hate him. He wrote, Tom fell in a bush after Rivers of Light, ha 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 ha. It's the thing that happened. I did fall in a bush. I was looking at my phone, I went right in the bush. Yep. Yep, it happened. But you don't, it's $500 for tots, I'm willing to admit that, that's fine. Michael DiPaolo, $20. Thank you for all you do. You make me laugh, cry, and cringe.
Nah.
Thanks.
The same time.
Kerry Cormier, John Allard, and Sean Cox, thank you for your donations. Rosita Klein, thank you as always. That one's anonymous. Devin Neve, Indiana Jones movie just got leaked with the missing escalators lost at sea.
Nah.
Those are the Nick mugs. Mary Lee Ballou, happy holidays everyone at WDWNT, thank you. Bradley Wright, have a Merry Christmas. Kelly Waldron, Tom, you are the best, from Jim and Kelly Ben Salem. Hope I'm reading that right. And then Michael Shetty donated $30, and Olivia Lalone, $77. That's a good number, I like that, 77. That brings our total to $2,610.96, which is great, but it doesn't tattoo Lauren.
No.
No. So I guess we have to extend this deadline because I'm not letting her get away with this. You have until tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. We have to raise $7,000. I'm going to message the rest of the staff and tell them throughout the night they need to keep telling people to donate so Lauren has to get this tattoo. What was that? Why is everyone yelling 10 a.m.? There you go. That's what you need to do. Tell people that Lauren needs to learn her lesson about leaving banners at her home. There you go. We're going to make this happen. But anyway, the RPG is coming up. We have a whole night of stuff. And again, 47 more hours of stuff. In fact, you and I will be back at 10 a.m.
We're spending all
not
day
from
tomorrow.
my apartment. We'll be at Eric's house because my Wi-Fi still doesn't work.
We'll be spending all day together tomorrow, eating, drinking, playing games. It'll be fantastic.
Yeah, because we have the board game. And then you guys are live at Animal Kingdom. That's tomorrow morning? Yes. 8 a.m.? 8 a.m. You guys are crazy. 8 to 10. Say hi to Rebecca, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, so a ton of great stuff. Check the schedule out. And please donate at toys.wdwnt.com. The auction at auction.wdwnt.com. A lot more from us to come. And remember, kids, don't worry, Dad. Someday everything's going to be so automated you won't ever have to cook another Christmas turkey again. Good night.
Hello, everybody. I hope everyone can hear me okay and that tech is all working and stuff. Before we start WDWNT, the RPG Tokyo Rift, I just want to remind everybody this is part of the WDWNT Toys for Tots 50-hour marathon. It's a live marathon to raise money for Toys for Tots. Please visit toys.wdwnt.com to donate or visit auction.wdwnt.com to bid on theme park memorabilia. All proceeds will go to Toys for Tots. Now, next up is WDWNT, the RPG. This is all live. There's a lot technically going on.